everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Finn Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. But hold up. Sorry, I forgot something, guys. Let me get prepared for this screen because I don't know if we're ready for this. So hold up. Let me let me get prepared real quick. 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. You know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna ask. Hit that like button for me, guys. Hit that like button for me. Let's get her done. Hit that like button for me. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. Brr, 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 brr. We hit the 1,000 subscriber. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I gotta start out with that. I should have probably put that in the title too, man. But we're gonna do 1,000 subscriber. Not the giveaway one because I still gotta work that one out. But we're gonna do a celebration one too. But I had to say it, guys. Let's go, Miss Fizz. We made it. We made it. I'm so excited. I have no voice whatsoever. Guys, I'm just so happy, so happy. Yes, you see it, Pit Vassar. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, these are a little much. Let's get all these for a minute. But guys, oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, so excited. I don't even know what to say. Except thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hard work, all of you guys, and special shout out to obviously Daddy Dean. I mean, he literally I listened to it live because I didn't want to cry, but I thank you, Daddy Dean. Like seriously. Um, yeah, I just want to say thank you, guys. And it's not just him. He definitely pushed us over the top, but definitely all of you guys subscribing, sharing, liking, letting everybody else know. What a blessing, man. I'm so blessed. So I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Like seriously, thank you so much. Oh man, just I couldn't believe it. So thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me let's see here. Morning Bob, morning all. Quite the victory Monday. Oh yeah, that too. Oh my god, a 70 burger, guys. I wanted a 50 burger. Here we got a 70 burger. That was crazy. Good morning, Daddy Dean. Congrats, Miss Fins. Thank you. Steve V, Victory Monday, say it loud and proud. Fins up. Yes. Miss Fins, you should do a playoff spin-off. Group subscribers in groups of 100 and spin. Oh. Then final spin, the final is that actually, thank you, Daddy Dean. I appreciate that. That definitely does help. That's for sure. Good morning, Dolphin here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening, Lady Dolphin. Well, I don't know where you're at, Chef Jew, but it's the morning. Uh, just messing with you. Hey, NFL question. I have one question. Oh, are you not entertained? Guys, I went a little crazy yesterday at the game. Like, literally, like, if you've ever seen the movie Gladiator with Russell Crowe, I literally did the Gladiator scene, which is, are you not entertained? Like, it was so much fun. Like, so much fun. We are them. Victory Monday, everyone. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The Legion of Zoom is here. Yes. Yes, it is. Congratulations and flip the like button. Yes, hit the like button, guys. Rebo, thank you, thank you, thank you. Stetson, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Congratulations, Dolph fan. Miss Fins on 1,000, now on the road to 1,500. Yes, we're going to get there together. Step by step, guys. But that first one, I wanted to be organic, and you guys made it happen. made it happen, and I'm like, I can't even contain myself. Like, you guys don't even know what, you know what they say, life throws you lemons, you make lemonade, whatever. But definitely needed this, guys, because, you know, just definitely needed it, and I appreciate all of you guys for it. That's all I gotta say. Time for me to win that tour jersey. Oh, Scotty. Oh, Scotty. Hey, man, some lucky winner will get that. Congrats and shit. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Evan, welcome. Thank you. Miss Phins, my girl. Yes, sir. Jesus is Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Congrats, Miss Phins. What an honor to have her on the post game last night. Hey, you guys did awesome. And congratulations to Finstock Sports Network last night. They also reached 1,000 subscribers. It was awesome seeing it live, being part of it. It was great, and you guys are doing phenomenal stuff, Bobby and everybody else. Great, great, great. Like absolutely great. That's all I gotta say. Miss Fitz, guess who sent me a text out? Yes, he did. That's what I'm talking about. I'm glad he's coming. Good. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. That's awesome. Double whammy. Yep. Facebook Sports Network hit 1,000 last night too. Absolutely. Oh man. It's just amazing. Thank you, Daddy Dean. Thank you. Thank you. Dolphins State of Mind. Good morning, Miss Fitz. Congrats on 1,000 subs. We love you and keep up the awesome work. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Seriously, thank you. Red, White, and Bills. What's up, Sean? Good morning. Congrats, my friend. Much love. Hit me up about the collab this week. Yes, listen, I need you. I might use you twice. Wednesday for the AFC East and Friday is the most important. Friday is the actual game preview. So Friday is probably gonna be the most important day. But I also got, Wednesday too, which is our AFC East day. So I'll definitely, I'll hit you up for sure. Someone said no one called over 40. I instantly corrected them. Same as Vince called the 50 burger. Thank you. Thank you. I definitely called for that 50 burger, and you guys know I did. So, thank you, Scotty. Let's start real quick because I got a special treat for you guys today. One of my friends, like this girl, she's just, I mean, taking over the world, especially the traveling world. There's nobody like her out there. If you don't know where to go in Miami, in South Florida, period, if you're new to a game, anything you know, or if you want to travel to away games, this is a girl you gotta hit up right now, okay? Right now. This is who you want to hit up. What's up, 305 Sports, babe?
Good morning. Happy Victory Monday. Oh
Happy
my
Victory Monday.
goodness. Like,
I know
what?
it's crazy.
We just dream like what happened yesterday. First of
It
all, I don't have a
was
voice. Oh my
same
gosh.
here. Same here. No voice.
And then the after party in the parking lot alone. Like,
Uh,
that
the-
was just,
when I tell you, I can't even feel my feet. Like
oh
it
my
was
gosh.
it's so crazy, so crazy. Oh my God, guys! I got another special guest for you guys. You won't even know.
Who else is here?
What's up, Insanity?
First of all, excuse me, sorry. Hello, Miss 305 Sports Babe. I love your channel. Oh my gosh, I love your channel. I love your channel. This is
She's
like,
super fangirls, by the way. Super fangirls.
sorry, I am
Appreciate.
at work, so I'm trying to manage this. But let's go. Let's get into it real quick.
Let's go. Let's go. What a game, ladies. What a game, right?
hmm
This is just insane. I mean, and I called for a 50 burger because I felt that confident about our offense versus their secondary. But I don't think I even like really understood what I was calling for because they just had no shot. They had no
It
shot.
it was just nonstop the whole entire game. Like, we started off good, right? Like, I'm like, all right, this is cool. But then, like, there came a point where it was just bam, 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 bam. Even if you got off your seat to go to the bathroom or to get a beer, you came back. There was like 2 more touchdowns on the board. Like, you could not like sit. It was
There
wild.
was not at all. And on top of that too, it's like it felt like the longest game ever because I'm like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
35 points, and I'm like, I thought it was the fourth quarter, and it's second quarter, 2 minutes left. And in the first half, I'm like, we haven't got to halftime. Like,
It was
it was
wild.
crazy. It was so wild. Vicinity, what do you got on this, girl? Because this game, it was on another level. Like, on another level.
All I want to say is a lot of questions have been answered. Welcome to the run game. Welcome the run game back home to Miami. We have not had a
Exactly.
performance like that since Jay mother freaking Ajayi. Like
Thank
where you're
you.
just dominant, like just every single time they handed off the ball, whether it was Mostert running
Oh,
physically
I love
or
him.
A chain just speed. Like once he's
Mm.
got past the A or like got through the A or B gap, I said, this is bad for them. This is great for us. But we were all sitting out here thinking, oh, the Miami Dolphins are out here trying to grab every running back in the world. And A Chain comes in, and it's like, go ahead and drop Salvin Ahmed from your fantasy teams because I don't even think he's
Stop,
getting enough.
stop.
He doesn't.
Calm
He
it
doesn't
down.
need Jeff
We
Wilson.
still
You
need
might as well,
bodies.
like
She's
you still
cutting
have
people
Jeff
left and right
Wilson
now.
I
on
know.
IR. Jeff Wilson is on IR, and it's like he knows this. It's like really, guys, like this is all we've been asking for.
This is
And I
fantasy football right here.
and I remember I'm just gonna tell this little tidbit story because it speaks to what I'm gonna get to. Growing up very young, my dad, most men will run, mow the lawn
Mhm.
Saturday so they can watch football on Sunday. Cool, right? My dad would literally wait to the fourth quarter and be like, we're about to blow this game. And I'm like, Dad, no, no, no. Super fan of me. No, Dad, there's no way we're going to blow this lead. And we would, on cue in the fourth quarter, late. The fact that we said we don't give
No.
a flying F. We are going to keep running up this score. Like, I have not
I've
seen
never
this.
seen that. I've never seen that.
It was just like we don't care. And for me, it felt like a party. Like I felt like I was partying in New Jersey with the fans in the stadium. It just felt so explosive and energetic. I could not contain myself.
You're
And I
in
just
you're in Jersey.
yes, I'm in Jersey.
I'm born and raised.
So is she.
What city?
18 years. I born and raised in South Plainfield.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
from Cumberland County, like Bynum,
South.
Louisville.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm telling you, and that's something people don't realize. Like, we have such a big fan base in New Jersey, and even if you're not from Jersey, like it just grows on you. Like, I had
Oh yeah.
no intention of being a Jets fan ever, and I just became a Dolphins fan. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
people don't get it. Like the MetLife takeover really is like a
Mhm.
big thing for us. I'm like already like, okay, Black Friday, like forget the shopping. I'm gonna be at the Dolphins game
I'm actually
watching
going to
the
my
Dolphins.
first Black Friday. I'm actually going to my first MetLife takeover this year. I'll be there.
I'm gonna meet you. Oh my gosh, this
Woo!
is like
Yeah, I've never been able to go because it's always like a weird thing, but I'm able to spend Thanksgiving with my family this year for like the first time in probably almost 20 years. So, Miss Phins, you got to get on that plane.
Girl, Lord, I'm trying to figure it out because this is just crazy to me personally. What we're doing, it's like I don't want to miss a game. You know what I mean? Like I want to go to every game, and right now, to your point, Insanity, I haven't seen this. This was fantasy football.
Yeah.
This was Madden on like easy mode. Like it
But
was.
why did they leave in Russell Wilson? And I do not like Russell. I don't have an issue with Russell Wilson, right? I really don't. I think he's a great quarterback.
Yeah.
But why did you leave the guy in? You're potentially risking him for an injury. You leave him in that long. Why did you leave him in that long? Why did
I
you leave him
I,
in the whole game? I don't
I
get it.
think this and it's a catch-22 for Sean
Yeah.
Payton, right? Because it's like, did you bench him? You feel me? And it's already that narrative around like, are we going to move on from Russ? Like, can Russ cook? And
Mm,
his job was to come in because remember he took a shot at Nathaniel Hackett, in the offseason saying, "Oh, we will be better," and it's like
yeah.
you're not.
Yeah.
3 weeks into it, like I don't want to rag on Denver too much, But it's not as if you don't have weapons out there. You have Javonte Williams, you have Cortland Sutton, you
Yeah.
have Jerry Jeudy, you have Patrick Surtain on defense. And I get it,
Yeah,
Frank Clark didn't play and all that, but Jesus. And I was saying that too. And I know X, came out and said, hey, like that was, classless to leave him out there. And yes, but it shows that honestly, one, there's that narrative around Russ and him as a quarterback. And two, you honestly don't care. Like you don't care because you're like, hey, keep going out there, see if you can figure it out. And maybe sometimes you just say, hey, maybe even in this, we can try to get something going into the next game. It's lost. Try to find offensive rhythm, try to figure something out. But no, the Dolphins said, if you want to keep doing this, we will play this game with you. And the fact that they still didn't do much when
Yeah.
our backups came in,
Yeah.
it just showed like there is so much
turmoil.
there you go.
Like
There's no
there's,
fluidity in that situation
you see the
because
tension. You
But if
see,
that's the case, then McDaniel should have went for the 3 at the end and caught.
thank you.
Oh, don't get me I'm looking for a mic to drop. Like, what can I drop? My vitamins? I don't know. I need to drop something because it was like, oh, he stayed classy, dude. I just
Stay classy, my booty.
And I know Big E was like, Ash, everyone's like, stay classy. It's the right thing to do. Shula would have did it.
No, he wouldn't have.
I cannot. I'll be
Shula
the
went
one-
perfect.
can I say something though? Can I say something though?
Please
to
do.
that
Calm us
effect?
down.
Because we all wanted that 73. I mean, once Brooks broke that run out to the right and we
I
were
was like,
I said yes. I said God is smiling on us today. It's our first home game and this is how we show out. I think Mike McDaniels, he has a chance to etch his name in the history books.
he could have
Right.
already done that with
Yesterday.
this.
He could have did it yesterday.
Right. But he wants it a different way.
Canton.
He wants it. He wants the Super Bowl. He wants it a different way.
Fine, but you
That
can't do it
was
both ways.
listen, I get it. What are the odds that we ever get to 70 again or ever
Never.
get that close
That's why you do
again?
it.
Tom
And I
Brady
get
has
that.
never come close to 70
And
points.
I get that. But you know what? It's sometimes pride cometh before the fall. And he says, you know what?
No,
This is 70 points. That's not what we play for. We're playing to win a Super Bowl. 73 points to beat a record. That's not what we're playing for. We're playing to win the Super Bowl. Keep them grounded in it. I get it. Like in the flow of the game, if we just went out there and did it, sure.
Yeah.
But hey,
Brooks, why couldn't you stay up and get a touchdown, man?
But this would have
But
been
I-
worse. Listen to this. What if? Okay, now you have to play with me here, right? You have to go with me here.
okay.
I'm not a big Sanders fan. I love him because he's on our team, but I'm not a big. Well, what if? Right? What if Coach said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Put Sanders in, and Sanders goes and misses. What if that happened now? All right.
Yeah, he would have been eaten alive, which I understand, but my man was money.
I know.
10 for 10.
No, I know. Miss Vince, you have 1,000% on you. I cannot change my opinion. I agree. We should have still won for the 3. I agree. But it's very split right now how our fan base feels about that.
It really is.
But I asked Richmond Webb. I went right to Richmond Webb, who we all adore, admire. I said, Richmond, you're on that team. What would you have wanted to do? You know what Richmond said. Oh, Richmond was like, nah, we didn't need the 3, just win. Richmond! I know, everyone's so nice. Everyone has this class and nice.
Why do we gotta be the nice ones?
I know.
Listen, for me, I think, like I said, the focus isn't on, and sometimes things like that can become distracting. Like you just 70 points, now you got Buffalo. Like, please don't let it be like the Cowboys and the Cardinals, this week. Stay grounded. We have goals and
It's
70
true.
points getting a scoring record. I don't know if that was on the board for a goal, because I'm pretty sure if it was, they would have done it. But the goal at the end of the day is stay grounded, stay humble, keep working, keep this offensive performance up. Like our defense, we haven't even talked about them yet. Let's go. We have Buffalo. Like we're chilling.
Yeah.
We don't. The 73 is more for the fans than it is for the players. Like let's be honest.
Absolutely.
It was
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're chilling. They're coasting. Once Tyreek went out and 2 was out. If you really wanted it, put the starters back in. I mean, we weren't expecting A-Chain to break out another one. Chosen. I want to call him by his name that he wants. Chosen to get one. So it's like we were good. We weren't even
our backups were
thinking
on
about
it.
it.
Even
It
our
felt,
backups were
yeah,
on it. Like,
it felt
But
like
we were all throwing up
Gillette.
the three, though, right? I haven't thrown up three since Dwayne Wade. The three is reserved. These three fingers are for Dwayne Wade, and I was throwing
the whole stadium was 3 more points, three
them.
I
more. It
heard.
was for us
I
because we
heard.
don't ever get anything from the team, and
Mhm.
this was a shot of being like, for you guys, not for the team, for you fans who have struggled for 20 plus years,
Back.
blood, sweat, and tears.
Miss Fins,
For you guys, we'll
Miss
do it.
Fins, Miss Fins,
Just
Miss
say,
Fins, Miss Fins, Miss Fins.
go ahead.
We as Miami, Florida fans and stuff like that in general. Good luck to the Marlins trying to get to that last wild card spot. We've been spoiled. Miami Heat have been, very productive, very efficient. Like two back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals appearances. Just had a Finals appearance. We're not going to get into that because that's heartbreaking for me. We
Yeah.
have the Florida
Same,
Panthers out
same.
here
Mm-hmm.
doing the thing. You can even talk about Tampa Bay on the other side in the hockey realm doing their thing. So
Yeah.
very spoiled.
Even the
But what?
Jacks, winning the division and getting into the playoffs and winning their
Right,
playoff game
Canes
last.
basketball, FAU basketball, Inter
right,
Miami. And we can go on, right? And this is a
right.
hot town right now.
But
Yeah.
the pinnacle out of all of those championships is a Super Bowl, and that's what we're playing for.
She's right.
That's
She's
the
right.
only that's where I want to be at in the record books. Like I want to see us win one.
Whew.
Everyone always talk about purpose. You didn't even see it. I know I didn't see it, but I did go back and watch the game. Like thank God for YouTube and stuff. But
Facts.
that's what that stay focused on what the goal is. You feel me?
That's true.
73
That,
points,
you know,
that's cool. But what happens like just like Patriots,
Whew.
16 and 0, no 15 and 0, whatever one it was,
Yeah.
didn't get
you're
it
right.
done at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. You can be written in the history books, but it doesn't matter if you don't get the job done. And the fact that all these sports media are out here talking about the Dolphins, even though some of them have tried to put us in the B block, which I feel like is very disrespectful because I mean it's the Cowboys. Hey, it's the Cowboys. You want to rag on them.
Um, listen,
Tua is out here, and I can tell you something. The
go
one
ahead.
record that I did want, the completion record, when he shorted Tyreek on that pass, and I saw it, I said, if he had that one
Girl,
back. I said if he
girl.
had that one back, I just said if he had that one back,
17 for
please.
17, and I'm like, where?
I
Because
want.
Chef Dew and I were like, where's he at? Oh, 12 and 12. Okay, okay, okay. And then we were like, he got 17, 17. He tied. And then we were like, where? And I'm like,
He looks smooth.
where it was.
You look good, and I'm telling you, like people asked. I was on a few shows before this week and last week, and they said, "What are the keys to the game?" Right? I said, "Sanders needs to make all his kicks. Sanders made his kicks." I said, "Teron Armstead, offensive line needs to hold," and they held right. And then I said, "Hey, if Tua can't find those passes out there, give it to Mostert." I mean, everything lined up, and guess what? We didn't just win. We like, woo. So
There's that. This was the game of the week. Like, there's no game. I don't care. Let me tell you something. The Chiefs won 41-3. So,
it's the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes.
like,
They're expected to do that. They
it
should
was
do.
a dud. The, a 40 burger who is always a, oh my God, they dropped 40. Dud. We dropped 70. Like, so, to your point of insanity, I get it. I get it because at the end of the day, I'll take the Super Bowl all day, six
Mhm.
times on Saturday,
Whew.
twice on Sunday. So it was more as a fan, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, we got all this, but I totally get it, girl. And I'm gonna tell you this: what I loved the most about yesterday's game is that our backups and our backups to our backups got experience.
Yeah.
That's when you go to the playoffs and you need that depth. They got experience, and you already saw that Robbie was playing with this man. That was that
It was
touchdown that Robbie did.
good.
It,
It, like, like
it was good.
Jets, like, dude, Jets might be calling you back, homie, but you can stay your hacks. I know the Jets are struggling, so Mike, get comfortable in Miami because I know the Jets might be trying to get you back, buddy.
Oh
Can I
yeah, no, they're definitely not.
can
Mm-mm.
I
I mean,
can I
literally 3 runs and that bomb. Go ahead, Spinsanity.
last point and then I have to go. I have to run to a meeting.
Me
Last
too.
point.
So the she, so the she.
Oh, 70-30 meeting.
Are we not feeling Tua's confidence? Like we do have to come back and address the defense because I feel like they were much more.
Facts.
Let's not have wrong improper grammar attachments. They performed better than what I could ever hope for, seeing what we've seen the last couple of weeks, kind of. But Tua's, you feel his confidence. You feel that he is a leader, and you feel that he is the guy right now. And the fact that I just see him out there having fun and see him leading this team and being the captain, being the quarterback, being that focal piece. Even when like I seen him go to the offensive line and he's talking to them and like he's cheering them on and he's saying good, like good job, like, and he's like pumping them up. I can't remember the last time I seen Tua. I'm like, dude, you normally just go sit over there on the pad and you're just
Yeah.
chilling and you're looking at. But the fact that you're actually going to all your positional groups and saying, "Hey, we're doing great, keep it up," and you're encouraging them because you know they'll never score a touchdown, but the work that they are doing,
Yep.
that offensive line, I I prayed for days like this.
Tickle. I was like, you go.
Right? Yeah. And you know what? You know what's absolutely amazing about this is that I realized I realized in my life that I love football, but never in my life will I ever say I should be out here making decisions.
Mm-mm.
Because I was one of those people who said I would love Sean Payton. I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't. It's on record. It's on tape. I mean, granted, Super Bowl winning coach, who might not want to? Mike McDaniel said, "Oh, y'all, that's who y'all wanted.
Exactly.
Here you go. Here you go." And it's like I'm still going to be class. You know, I'm still going to have class.
I
And
like.
I really could have set a record against you and really demolished you, but it was okay. And I remember, in the beginning of the game, you know, we're just moving. I'm like, I said, this is going to get crazy. I said, they're in their dark uniforms in Miami. I said, that second half is going to be brutal for them. I said, this is just the beginning. And you saw it. I don't know how hot it was there yesterday. Only you guys can tell me how
It
hot
was
it was.
hot.
I'm pretty sure you
It
guys
was
were
hot.
sitting on the home side. But
It was hot.
Tua Tua seems like this is his offense. He seems to understand it, his timing, his accuracy. A lot of things that we all had concerns about are now being, you know, subdued by his play and the way that just the air about him. And someone said this, his personality and his persona, I'm not trying to throw a shot underneath Flores, is million miles away from what we are seeing now. And the fact
It's
that we
puzzle
are
pieces
seeing it,
that didn't fit. That's all that means. But doesn't mean it would have been a different way of trying to win with Flores, and it wasn't the way that would have maximized him, which is fine. But I'm not gonna take nothing away from
Guys, I
what they
gotta
were able
run.
to still do it. But
yeah,
I
me
got I
too.
got
Yeah.
a conference call coming. I gotta run.
Thank
But hey guys, listen,
yes,
Miss Phins, give her she got 1,000 like subscribers. She don't need it anymore, but give her more. Let's get to 2,000 for the end of the season. So we have a Super Bowl win and Miss Phins to 2,000 subscribers. So continue to follow her. Love talking to you guys this morning, but
thank
you
you,
know, even
girl.
though I
Thank you,
travel a lot, I do have to work a little bit. So guys, Fins up. You all know me, 305 Sports, babe. Thank you for having me. Love you
thank you
guys.
for coming through. Thank you,
Bye.
enough said.
Fitzanny. I know you gotta run too. I know you gotta run too. If you got like a minute,
What's up? 1 minute.
girl.
1 minute.
Okay, O line, D line. What are we scoring them this week after week 3?
Where was I at on Friday?
60-40.
I
60
was
for
at
O
six.
line, 40 for D line.
Give me 65. O line, D line. I was at 40. Give me 43. We're gonna garner. We're not gonna. Hey, like I said, there will be room, always room for improvement. I'm not just gonna shoot it up. I would love to see what we do against Buffalo. If we can go out and still have performances like that, like at Buffalo,
Hmm.
believe me, we will be cracking. We will be cracking 70 for each easily. All right,
Yeah. And
all right.
Chef Juice
Talk.
says to hit him up. So Chef Juice said to hit him up. But girl, thank
Okay,
you so much
please.
for coming through. You know I love you. We'll talk later because I gotta have you back again for that defense because we
All right,
gotta talk about the defense. So,
all right.
but
Bye,
take
everybody.
care.
Bye. No problem.
Bye. And ladies and gentlemen, that was a sweet treat, real quick. I got for you guys. Man, those ladies. I was like, I need you tomorrow morning. They're like, we're there. So I was just like, oh man, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Because, whenever I can bring you guys some great content, great creators, Listen, I need you guys to do me a favor. 305 Sports Base. She's got a travel company. 305 Sports Travel. Anything you need to know, whether it's to go to away games or home games, if you're traveling from the outside of the state, anything you need to know, go check out 305 Sports Babe, 305 Sports Travel. She will able to give you everything you need, anything you need. You're gonna be able to go ahead and get it with her. She's been phenomenal, and I mean, her and I are working on some stuff too, specifically even for the Kansas City game to do a live show, not in in Germany, but but here at a local German bar. So we're even working on that too. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. Some awesome stuff to really come through and do this. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to give you guys, and then I mean, you got Finsanity, like quadruple sextuple OG. You know what I mean? But that's why I wanted to go ahead and get you guys the opportunity to really see this. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, let's 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 go back into it. I'm gonna check out who's in here real quick so we can go ahead and get started with our show like we normally do. But today was special in so many ways. The 1,000 subscribers, the hitting that like button, guys. We literally made it. Like when I say coming, like it's here. We're giving it away. I'm so blessed and excited. Like literally, finally, one of you lucky winners is gonna win this awesome jersey, and I can't wait till you guys win it. Oh my god, I just can't wait. Whoever wins this jersey is gonna be very happy. That's all I gotta say. Very, very happy, that's for sure. But if y'all could do me a favor, go ahead and check out Chef Jew, ladies and gentlemen. Chef Jew, Chef Jew, Chef Jew, guys. If you're looking for a great chef to cater your next birthday, business, or office party, etc., with mouth-watering cookies, cakes, pies, and more, call Chef Jew at 786-804-8096. That's 786-804-8096. Or via Facebook Messenger or Instagram at Chef Jew, J-U, Catering. For more information and mention Miss Fins to get 10% off your catering order. Let's support those who support Miss Fins and support the fan base because he's been here since literally the beginning. So let's go ahead and do that, guys. But man, what a blessing. As you can see, I have no voice. No voice. Got 1,000 subs. Mention the company. I'm just so stoked. I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. Like 1,000 heebie jeebers. We got it. We got it. Oh man. Let's see what y'all got to say. Oh, let me see if I can go back. Let's see here. We stole their soul. That's hilarious. Yo, that's hilarious. Misfits Ghost Bridget DeSantis from being the most hated dolphin in history by missing. Yeah, I totally get that too. Trust me, guys, I get it. All the narratives, my brain went through it. But as a what do you call it? As a fan, you always wanna be able to get something cool like a record that it'll be very hard to get. You know what I mean? McDaniels didn't want to put on Sanders in a position to meet the field. Yeah, I get it. Good morning, Bones. How you doing? Paul Ellison, Mike D is not after accolades. He wants a Super Bowl. Hey, I get it. I agree with Sanders, but I would have liked to see the kick to get Sanders practice. Do any of us actually trust Sanders right now? I do. I do. I trust him. Rob, what's up? Good morning. Let's go 56 this week and make the Meadows talk. That'd be crazy. Good morning, Colin. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Flim Flams, thank you, Michael K. Miss Fins, congrats on 1,000, even though the giveaway will be rigged. Oh my God, Bills by 17. Hey, listen, the Bills by 9, sir. They got beat. A little more than by 9, but I get it. I get it. Uh, Scotty, look at this. Miss Fizz, did you adjust your super realistic yet? Just kidding. No, because that's the whole point of having it. You know what I mean? Like I guarantee you, I'm sure people were very excited about the Jets and Aaron Rodgers, and they were like, "Oh, we're winning 13 games." And 4 plays later, all that changed. So I mean, reality's reality. Things really can't happen. That's why it's set there. But no, like right now, we're flying on my super homer me, and I'm so stoked. I don't even know. I might have to adjust that puppy back to what I had it originally, the 15-2. At this point, you know what I mean? But oh, I can't. I can't. I can't. This is just. Thank you, Clementi. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Daddy Crossman being like, "Hey guys, don't forget I haven't been fired yet. Here you go, uh another special teams nightmare." Yeah, with that extra touchdown, like get out of here. I know. I was like, I couldn't believe it, man. Like that last touchdown they got was blah blah. You know what I mean? Nathaniel Hackett never gave up 70. That's true. That is true. Oh smokes, they can't. Uh, yeah, Dolphins at class can't help it if practice squad scores. That's on Denver. If you have your starting quarterback out there, it's fair game because that means you're trying to put up points on my team. That's just playground rules. I mean, everybody knows that. Now, had they taken out, and put their practice squad, then we wouldn't have gone so ham. But they literally kept him there the entire time. So, like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? As well as Lamb did, Armstead is in a whole nother. Of course, man, it's not even close. But now your backup has what 2 solid weeks, 2 solid weeks of experience, and that's what you want in case Armstead does go out. You know what I'm saying? Now we're good. Like now we're good. What's up, Seahawks? How you doing? Fins up family. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. Douglas, welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I got a jam meeting in 10, but I want my name in that drawing. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm working out the logistics for it, but we're doing it. I'm gonna plan on doing it for next week. Yeah, probably for next week. I just need to. And Daddy didn't give me a great idea, so thank you for that. But I got a lot to work on and the logistics part of it. I guess I wasn't expecting us to hit it this week. But I'm so happy. Michelle kicking my butt in fantasy. Oh gosh, that's funny. 1,000 down, but you're not done. 1,500 next up. Yes, let's do it. Douglas said, "Don't care about sportsmanship." Peyton didn't care about sportsmanship when he called out Hackey. Get the record for the franchise. Give us something to boast about forever, like the 17-0 record. Tis true. Oh, Von Joe's in here. What's up, Von Joe? Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Von 954. What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. 10 for 10 extra points is good. Absolute. 10 touchdown, guys. It was 10 touchdowns. 10 touchdowns. 10 touchdowns. Hey, Chef Ju, we just got another order. Apparently, Michael K wants some humble pies for the Bills fans and the Bills Mafia after they get destroyed by the Dolphins since, they've always tried to bring us down. But hey, it is what it is. I get it. We'll get that order right out for you. Like, okay. Uh, oh Oh man, Vader's Daddy, welcome. Gary P, welcome. Greg Neal, Miss Fins, congrats, thank you. Vaughn954, thank you for the love, appreciate it. That's 70 steak. That's right, you guys did call it that ribeye. That ribeye. Dolphins in my. I hate Jets, but I feel bad for Richie on Jets Media. Yo, it's not even. It's bad, guys. Listen, it's bad over there. It's just bad. I feel bad for him. You know what I mean? I I know what it is to want something so bad, and it's like, man, it's a bummer. You know what I mean? What's up, Jace? See Texas Art. I know. I heard about that. Only undefeated team. Yup, girl. Cincinnati's like, Dolphins the only undefeated team in the AFC. Yes, yes. Right now, the only undefeated team in the AFC, and the NFC is the 49ers. Because we still got, what, four teams playing tonight. So, and two of them have the opportunity. So we'll see. But, oh, man. That's what you pay Sanders for. And he needs all the game practice. I agree. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go. What's up, new attitude? Van Geek needs an ascension today. Facts, Miami kid. My God. I wanted to. I was calling for I was like, we're gonna get a defensive or special teams, and like, it's like the defense was teasing me with these almost touchdowns. You know what I mean? Like I was dying. I was like, please, one of you guys get this defensive touchdown. They were itch. They were on an. It got to one point that the defense they were feeling themselves, and they got to one point where they were just like, it's over. You know what I mean? Like I'm telling you, yo, it was just it's too much. We got to recap this game, guys. This is let me tell you how the rest of the show goes. Cause today I'm off. Okay, it's Yom Kippur. It's the holiest day for us, and I'm fasting. Listen, guys, I'm dropping the link, and we gotta celebrate today, guys. But I need literally 5 to 7 minutes to recap this game for us. For those who are listening, for those who are watching, I gotta recap this game because I gotta let everybody else know how insane this game was. And I want to get you guys some of the things where you're like, this is what is this? You know what I mean? Like you don't hear this. So we're gonna recap this game real quick because we have to. We have to recap this game. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I literally need 5 minutes, guys, to get this game recapped, and then after that, we're open up the floodgates. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you guys. You tell me what's going on. Love the third grade flip flop along the TFTG who don't read my super class anymore. What do you mean, Michael K? I'm literally trying to read while I'm talking. Oh Lord. You will need to feed a lot of people, 35,000 of them. Well, the stadium fits 65, so that'll be a lot of humble pies. But listen, at the end of the day, look, we're here, and we're enjoying ourselves, man. At no point did they had a shot to win. At no point, ladies and gentlemen. So let's start with the basics real quick, because this is just too much. Listen, you had Denver Broncos. They had 363 total yards, three turnovers, 16 first downs. They had a possession of 26 minutes, 39 seconds. You had their QB, a Russell Wilson, go 23 or 38, 306 yards, one touchdown, one interception. Javonte Williams, 11 carries, 42 yards. Sutton, 8 receptions, 91-yard, one TD. Misfits on the day of repentance. We can forget the Fins for not going for the record. I know, Evan. I know. Forgiveness. I know. I will give my team forgiveness. Uh, and I will forgive those who have transgressed against me too. So I get it. Well, we got Finn's tailgate in the building. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up? Yes, Miss Fins, let's go. Absolutely. Um, what else? Oh, I said something, right? Okay, yeah. Now let's go over here. Right now, they are last in their division at 0-3. They've scored 69 points and have been scored on 122 points. Dolphins are number one in the division at 3-0, scored 130 points, 4 and 71 points against. That part hurts me. The Dolphins have had a total of 726 yards, zero turnovers, 30 first downs. Time of possession 33 minutes and 21 seconds. um, what else? What else? What else? This place was packed. Capacity was packed at 100%, guys. And at the end of the day, the Dolphins were chosen to win, and they essentially won the entire thing. Um, my lord, it was total domination. It wasn't even close. I mean, you had even Mike White went 2 for 2, 67 yards, one touchdown. I mean, his QBR was 100 and passer rating was 158.3. It was really good. As a team, we really did dominate. Um, Tua Tagovailoa, man, he was 23 of 26, 17 straight completions, which tied the Dolphins record set by Ryan Tannehill. 309 yards, 11.9 average, four touchdowns, zero interceptions, zero sacks, 88.9 QBR, 155.8 passer rating. It was just on another level. We did get a sack at least, thank God, for a negative 12 yards on Russell, which is I'm surprised it was only 12. Oh, there's a reason for that. Other teams have class and chose not to see. This is when I gotta stop. So not to run up the score. And I'm with color here. You mean like Harbaugh running up 59 on us when we were obviously tanking? Yeah. Or when the Bills scored 53 points to our 3, but that wasn't running up to score? Or the Patriots putting 43 to 0 on us? That wasn't running up the score? But okay. As always. As always. I can't. I can't. Everybody does it. And I'm tired of being the nice guy. I'm sorry. And but I'm gonna get out of that because I'm gonna have choice words. So, anyways, as far as the rushing is concerned, Javante Williams, like I told you, 11 carries, 42 yards, 3.8 average. Our boy, okay, let's be real. Who cares about what they did? Our guys, let's go because our guys did phenomenal. Devon A. Chain, 18 carries, 203 yards as a rookie, 11.3 average, two touchdowns. 67 was his longest. Raheem Mostert, 13 carries, 82 yards, 6.3. He only had 82 yards. It felt like that man had 200 yards. 6.3 average, three tutties. You had Chris Brooks, 9 carries, 66 yards, 7.3 average. Ingle, 2 carries, no yards. Mike White, 1 carry, -1. You had Tyreek with 9 receptions, 157 yards, 17.4 average, one touchdown, 54 was his longest. He only dropped two balls. Robbie Chosen, one reception for 68, and that was a glorious 68 touchdown reception from Mike White. It was amazing. And Daddy Dean, I agree. I think that if the Von A chain keeps putting up, I mean, I don't expect 200 a week. You know what I mean? But if he stays in that 100 and something all year long, he has a shot for offensive rookie of the year for sure. Absolutely. Um, you've got who else? You got receiving else. You had Raheem taking 7 for 60, 8.6 average. I mean, this man was catching. He was running. He was Braxton Berrios, two crucial catches for 16 and a half average. A-Chain also catching another four for 30. Smythe 1 for 15. Craycraft 1 for 13. Oh smokes. It was crazy. Sutton fumbled twice, lost it twice. You had AVG and Cater Cole both picking up those fumble. I mean, guys, we dropped 70 on them. We dropped 70 on them. Oh my god, I can't even even Ogba with that interception, yo, 5 yards. This team was just clicking on clicking on clicking. Even Sandman, shout out to Sanders for a perfect 100. 10 for 10 extra points. Like this team was on another level, guys. And just so you know the scoring in each quarter, Denver had 7, we had 14. They had zero second quarter. Zero, no. They had 6, then we got 21. Third quarter, they scored 0, we had 14. That last gimme touchdown that they had from their special teams in the fourth quarter, we got another 21. 70 to 20. I don't even know what else to say, guys. This was this was so amazing. This was so amazing. This, and I'm dropping. I told you guys that's all I needed. I can go even have. We're gonna go over Tua Tuesday tomorrow, guys. Tua Tuesday tomorrow. But right now, before I bring everybody else get it back, I gotta bring this other special guest who I asked specifically to come. Bobby, talk to me, sir. How are
What
you doing?
what's
How are
going
you
on, Miss
doing?
Phins? Good morning to you, sister. How are you?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh man, alive and kicking. Congratulations to you and your amazing channel. You guys also got to the 1,000. I mean, that's why I left it here. 1,000 subs, mission accomplished.
Yes.
Like you and your channel, you guys are doing bigger and better things. Guys, if you haven't done so already, I need you to go to the Finstock Sports Network. Fintalk Sports Network. That's where you're gonna find Bobby Finstock. You're gonna find Evan and Thirsty and all the other guys and Steve. Like you're gonna find everybody. They got basketball, wrestling. Like they probably were when the Olympics come. They'll probably end up having a curling channel. Like show. Like at this point, they give you everything over there in that sports channel, and need you guys to go and support some more because holy smokes, you guys are doing phenomenal things over there. But Bobby, what a game, right? What a game! What a
What?
game!
Oh my goodness. Well, first off, again, well, let me just say congratulations to you. One of the hardest working people out there and one of the most kind, sweetheart people out there. Couldn't happen to a better person. And it's not done. It's not like, oh, mission accomplished for now. New mission. We move on to 2000, and we continue to grow and to build this
Exactly.
community. But it's a victory Monday on two fronts. Victory Monday, the Dolphins a historic win by 50 points, 70-20 against an NFL defense. I don't care what defense it was. Again, I don't care. It could be the the Cardinals or whoever you want to put as the suckiest team in the whatever in the NFL. I don't care who it was.
Yeah.
It was an NFL defense that our beloved Miami Dolphins defeated 70 points. Okay. And the only reason why they scored 20 was because Miami said, whatever, let them have a score. We wanted to be a little nice there at the end. I don't really count that against my special teams coach. I know
Literally.
Evan did last night. I don't, but to put this in perspective here, again, I said it last night on post game, Miss Phins, as you know, but it's like, think about all the great offensive teams in recent years for Dolphin fans that we've watched, that other analysts and whomever show all this love in the world to. You had the Patriots with Randy Moss and Tom Brady that made that huge regular season undefeated season that lost against the Giants. Tom Brady, Randy Moss, they never did this to nobody, and they used to run up the score. They never got up to 70 points. All right, the
Never.
Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, that crew that could have scored that, they never done it. They never did it. Not against the Broncos. Okay,
No.
so the Dolphins did that. And they didn't just do it throwing it the ball to Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle. Waddle wasn't there. They did it through the air and on the ground. And guess what? In that game, they were always in
We're
control.
always in control, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So guess what?
Yeah.
We just need one more piece of that formula.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I can't even contain it, man.
It's like I've said it. We're familiar with 3-0. And then, it's like, hey man, I don't want to get overhyped. I don't want to. No, that's okay. I get it. We've been there. You don't have to get overhyped. I've been to 3-0 before. Hell, we've been to 6-0. But this is a different 3-0. This is not 3-0 last year. This was a 3-0 a few years back with Tannehill and Gase. This is a real 3-0 because you're not only doing it through the air and on the ground, but you're also doing it on defense. And then week to week, you're seeing a different football team where you're like, oh crap, I didn't see that last week. Something's new this week. They're adding an element. They've adjusted to what they had, what went down last week. So, and that's one thing that was something that people were critical on McDaniel last offseason was like, dude, you gotta work on your adjustments. You can't stick with the same thing throughout the whole game. Well, hey guys, he is a rookie coach. So he comes into this season, fires our offensive line coach last year, hires Butch Barry. Of course, Dolphins Twitter blows up and goes off on Butch Barry and starts making fun and everything else. Like, yo, dude, can we give the guy a chance? He comes in. We were still all worried about this offensive line. You take away these 3 games, we're all saying, oh my gosh, look, Eichenberg was at center yesterday. But did we really blink an eye when we saw Eichenberg at center yesterday? Absolutely not. Because look at the way the offensive line played yesterday. And look at the way they've played the last 3 weeks. Holy crap. It's a different Miami Dolphins team. It's a great year to be a Miami fan, Miami sports fan in general. Okay? And you look around the whole spectrum of it, but especially a Dolphins fan, because this is a real deal. The only way Miami lose, there's teams that you look at the schedule and you go, okay, this is going to be, I call them fun games now. The Buffalo Bills coming up. That's going to be fun. That's going to be a hard hit. I expect a tough match. The Chiefs,
Same.
the Eagles, right? Those are the games where you go, yeah, this is going to be a tough matchup. But every other game and that going after that, every other game, there's no reason why Miami can't lay it in. The only way Miami loses is if they beat themselves. That's the only way Miami loses from now on.
I agree.
That's how I feel.
Listen, I know you got to run because you're heading to work, but thank you for taking a second to come over again. Guys, subscribe to Finstock Sports Network. Like I said, they give you literally curling coming soon to the Fin Sports Network near you, okay? I'm telling you, I'm going to make it a thing. I'm gonna make you make it a thing. And I can't wait. I just find out Evan. Yeah. Evan just told me somebody's coming for Fan Cup weekend.
Yes. Yeah. He didn't even message me back. Yeah, I talked to Todd last night, and I just, it was a bunch of back and forth, and and good back and forth, and it's just like, you know, and I was kind of having to go, okay, well, why don't we do this right before, and then I go there, so that way we kind of went somewhere. It's a family vacation, yeah. And so we're still working out, but yes, no, tickets are bought. I am going to Florida.
Yes.
I'm going to go. Hey, I'm going to see Miss Phins.
Yes.
We're going to go to fan weekend. We're going to go, Phins Talk Sports Network, Miss Phins, hanging out. Avid Podger,
Absolutely.
Finstanza. It's going to be a blast. I cannot wait to be down there and just enjoy the Fins Nation. It's gonna be
I
a good
love it,
time.
brother, man. It's gonna be so great. Again, congratulations to you and your channel. Y'all are doing. We gotta get you to 2,000. That's the next goal. But again, like thank you for all your support because it's been nothing but blessings. You know what I mean. So thank you
Amen,
and you
sister.
guys. You
Yeah.
guys are amazing. So I can't wait to see it. You had to work good. Have a great day today. But again, congrats and thank you for coming through this morning. I appreciate you, man. See ya.
Absolutely, my friend. Much blessings to you. Fins up.
Fins up. And let's bring everybody else up here, ladies and gentlemen. We got Color in the building. We got KP. We got Todd. Oh my God. We had Daddy Dean, but I guess he had to go for a second. What up, guys?
Man,
What is
I'm,
up,
I'm,
Happy
feeling-
man?
Color. What you doing?
I'm
Proper
feeling,
congratulations on your show for 1,000, and I want to thank everybody in your audience who made that happen. Man, we've been pushing you over on the Fins tailgate. We've been waiting for this day. We've been watching you grow, and man, we're all proud of you, Miss Fins, and
Miss
and
Finch,
proud of your audience for coming through finally, getting those 1,000 people up. You all were there. It's just a matter of hitting that dang subscribe button. It's really
yeah,
easy to do. And thanks for joining Miss Fins every morning,
you know,
and making it, enriching all of our lives. Appreciate that.
the only thing that upset me about you was we were both in Jacksonville for the preseason game, sitting on the same side of the field. I was at the 10-yard line, 2 rows from the field. You weren't far from there, and we didn't even run into each other to say, "Hey, what's up?"
I didn't even know you were there, Todd, man. I would have
I was there.
totally said hello.
I was there with MCJB.
I
We
don't
were
know how
both
you could have
watching
missed her.
Phins.
Miss Fins is like a walking entourage, man. She brings her own entourage. I mean,
I
Hey,
was so decked out. Like I had a flag. I'm like,
you
Super
know,
Bowl champs,
it's
come
like the
talk
aura.
to me.
The aura is so large around her that it's literally like an entourage following her.
Hey, Miss
hey, you
Finn,
know what
how does
though?
it
You know what
feel
I
to
find
see history being
interesting?
made? How does it feel to see history being made yesterday?
In
I mean,
person, dude. I
that's what we
mean,
saw, right?
that history. I was part of history. I was part
Yeah.
of. I'm claiming that. I don't care what anyone tells me. I was part of history. Everybody else that was there in person was part of history. You don't see that, guys. You don't see that. And
I don't
wow,
know if you, I don't know
what
if you brought up this stat because I just
I
woke up
haven't even
and joined.
I haven't brought up
You,
any of
you
them.
you do realize the Miami Dolphins lead the NFL in rushing and passing.
I
It's
mean,
crazy. And
I'll tell you this.
Daddy Dean, what does that tell us? That tell us that perhaps the most outstanding feature that that we talk about here has been the offensive line's dominance, man. If the offensive line continues to play like this for the rest of the season, we may be making history in another
It's a
way.
wrap.
Yeah, I mean, because they're controlling things, man. And then Armstead's inclusion yesterday
Oh my
was
God,
moved
he
it up
didn't
to
miss a
another
beat.
level. Yeah. So it's crazy right now. And I was pessimistic on the performance of the team speculatively this season. I had us going 9-8 because my question was the O line, and then my other question was McDaniel maturity as a play caller, as a head coach. And in both of those evaluations so far, it has blown out my wildest expectations. So that
You got to
nine and
change
eight
that
is in
record.
the dump. It's in the dump right now. I just got to keep it real,
Well,
you know.
the irony, KP, the irony is not lost when you talk about our the Dolphins fight song and what it actually is saying lyrically,
We
in the
made that
air
thing
and on the
real, huh?
ground, always in control, right? And we all know that. We all sing that every week, like, and I think we forget what those words really mean, because yesterday, when you live up to the moniker of that fight song, you
Yep.
put up 70 points. That's what you do. You put up 350 some yards rushing, 300 and some yards passing, totaling 726 yards in the air and on the ground.
That's right.
And at
That's
no
right.
point in that game were we not in control.
And what's the second verse there, Colin?
Well, real quick,
If you
I
do
don't
those
think it's
things,
any small coincidence that we got to sing that fight song 10 times yesterday at the stadium.
You know
I
who I
have no
feel
voice.
bad for? I feel bad for TV out there having to do all them push-ups.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
he didn't care. Did you not see him at one point? My man was like this, shining on him real quick. He was like, "Yup, I don't care." He had those giant pit vipers,
Oh, yeah,
the
that
pit,
was great.
pit vipers. I was like, "Holy smoke!" Did you see?
Miss
I
Did you
Phins,
see
can't
Miss
the whole? Did you
Phins.
see the grounds? Did you see the grounds crew holding him back from the Broncos when they took the field? That was great. He's all trying to buzz through like to go
Hey,
fight him.
hey,
Daddy
everybody! I got
D.
a special guest. I got a special guest this morning.
Go
She's
ahead, sir.
77 years old yesterday. My mom's here
Happy
with me,
birthday.
and she wants to say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody, and thank you very much.
Happy
hey,
Well,
birthday,
Happy
happy birthday.
birthday.
Mama
Thank
Dean. Happy
you. Thank
birthday.
you.
how
Thank
about that
you.
Dolphins birthday gift?
And
Take
Daddy Dean,
care.
you got to bring her around the Phins tailgate. We will definitely sing "Happy Birthday" if you do that.
Okay. Thanks.
Absolutely. Hey, that Dolphins win was
Yeah, they
just for
almost
you.
did it for her. They almost got 77 points yesterday. We're all at the sports bar yesterday at Hideaways in Orlando. We're all cheering one more for Grandma Bo, one more for Grandma Bo.
That's
It was
awesome.
amazing. It was an
That's
amazing game
awesome.
yesterday.
It's very similar to what it sounded like them chanting at the stadium. It's something like three more to go or something,
Yeah.
three
Three
more
more
points or
points.
something. Yeah.
Three more points.
And then they get Miss Fins over that 1,000. That's amazing. Thanks everybody for subscribing. She deserves us so much. My whole family's invested in Miss Fins. She's part of our family.
I
We love
appreciate
you.
you. I
We love
appreciate you,
you.
Daddy. It was awesome. I was listening to TD on my way back from the stadium to my house, and then I heard you come up. I'm like, "Hey, Daddy D!" And then when at the end you talked about me, and I'm like, then TD got on it, and he's like, "I'm dropping the
Mm.
link," and I'm like, "Oh
That's
my god!"
gonna be
Literally, I started
that's gonna
crying.
be my
Like,
that's gonna be my secret pleasure for right around Wednesday this week. I'm gonna sit down and watch TD's
oh,
replay
smoke.
and just revel in it. It must have been
It,
awesome.
It was. I had to pull over because I was like tearing up and I couldn't see the road no more. And you see these cheeks, guys, when they go up, I can't see. So like, if I'm smiling or crying, I can't see. So it's.
And by the
I
way,
just
I am taking
it's too much.
bids for the T-shirt, the Tua T-shirt that I wore to the game yesterday.
Oh my
It is not washed. I have not put it in the washing machine, and I don't
god.
plan to put it in the washing machine until we lose, if that happens.
I think I might sign mine and hang that puppy up.
I mean, look, Miss Fins, the narrative this week, since it's Monday morning, we're going to go ahead and set the narrative for the week. That's what we do
Yeah,
around the
that's
Fins
what we do.
tailgate and your show. All of us that go this early in the morning, we get to set the narrative. And the narrative this week, ladies and gentlemen, is Color wears a Tua T-shirt to the game, and we put up 70 points. Enough said.
You gotta. You
I
listen.
mean,
You need to wear another one so we can make it happen.
it's all about timing, Miss Fins. Everybody, when's Color gonna get a Tua shirt? Wah, 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 wah. It's all about timing. You know what I mean? We're coming in a 2-game road trip. We won both games to open the season. Proper homecoming. You put on the Tua shirt and you put up 70 points. That's just how it
Exactly.
works.
Look at Chef Jill, Lady Dolphin Miss Finn. Remember when you were checking out TD's the mascot's butt and he rolled on his back after 70 push-ups? First of all, I just said look at those buns. Cause it was the mascot and
God,
they give
Chef.
him the suit.
See,
They give
now,
him the
now,
suit.
Chef Jew knows what it's like to watch a football game with my mom sitting next to you. The same thing. It was all day long. Oh, TD this, TD that.
Oh my God, we had so much fun. But guys, 70 points. We won by 50. 50.
Yeah, yeah,
50.
yeah.
And let's be real, it was really 57 till we gave up that last.
I think we
Like,
had 70 in 3 quarters. We could have really put up 90, 80, 90 if we really pushed
if we
our
really
foot to the
pushed it,
metal.
we could have gone to, we might have even, we
Without
might have even
Waddle,
got 100.
without Waddle.
Yes,
Yeah.
without Waddle.
How beautiful
Imagine.
was that Mike White pass to Robbie Chosen?
It was so smooth, you would have thought Mike White was playing the whole game. That's how smooth that pass was.
He put the lotion in the basket, so to speak. He
Listen,
made it so smooth.
KP, it looked like, because this is the thing, because Color, you were in the opposite end of where we were. We were in 132. You were in 102, you said.
I was in 303.
303. Okay, so you were in the opposite end
Right.
zone. That play was coming towards our end zone.
Hmm.
So I'm looking at Mike White. I'm seeing the defense, from the Denver, what they're running. I think they were in cover two, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta go back it, but I'm seeing it. Daddy Dean, thank you again for coming through. I don't know if you had technical issues or not, but man, special love for you and your family for sure. But they were coming this way towards our end zone, and all you saw was just, first of all, shout out to Robbie Chosen to have and that's why you get experienced guys. This man ran that route so clean, and it was like they've been playing all game together, scoring points. Because when he let go of that ball, when Mike White let go of that ball, Robbie had already beat his guy. And then the thing is, he had this man run on the 1 yard line from the bottom of, like, it was 40 yards on a 1 yard line. And had this man running, it's like, oh,
And that wasn't just any
like,
corner he beat. That was Patrick Surtain, who's one of the
I
better corners.
know, like, it was crazy. And shout out to him for not giving up. That, so you got to give it up to him for not giving up on that play. But Robbie showed him, like, you have no shot, sir. I'm scoring at this play. All he had to do was just turn right, and he would have scored. He had this man go the whole 1 yard, and it scored right at the other.
All 3 players involved in that play are South Florida high school athletes, or were South Florida high
Wow.
school athletes.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, all of them, because they're
Hey,
all
In
you
fact,
know
I
the
think
other thing too. I
uh,
got I got I got some pretty good flack from pointing out that that ESPN analytics had us 70% to win that game, and everybody's analytics, schmanalytics, right? Trap. And what did we do? We put up a point for every single percentage point ESPN analytics had us winning that game. We put up 1 point for every single percentage point. There you go.
10 touchdowns. It's just insane to even think about it. 10 touchdowns. Look at Color. I gotta say this because this is
McDaniel was listening to the show and he's like, I got to do something for that color, man.
you
He's
know I
really
call
putting
it
it
the
on.
50
They're really
burger.
putting it on him about the trap. McDaniel said, watch this color.
I could call that 50 burger. Absolutely call that
Hey,
50 burger. And listen, real quick, Michael K. Look at Michael K. I am sure the 1,000 sub giveaway will be rigged. I can't with you guys.
Hell, they
Color,
all are,
you will get Color. You will get your 2 jersey. That's funny. It's not going to be rigged. I promise. Every subscriber will get an opportunity to get this. Every
hey,
subscriber,
you know,
even the Bills fans.
first team in the NFL history to have 5 rushing, 5 passing touchdowns, 350 plus yards, both passing and rushing in a game.
And we were only, 9 yards away from the record number of
Yep.
yardage put up in one
Literally,
game.
we were 9
And by
yards
the
away from
way,
that record, 4
and
points
by
away from the other one. Like,
and by the way, that record was put up. It was not put up in the modern era. It wasn't even put up. Like, forget Super Bowl era. That record wasn't even put up in the modern era at all.
1940.
Right. So you're talking about effectively we have put up the most yardage of any team in modern NFL history.
Well, hey, we got to speak about McDaniel, man, and he's got every defense we faced thus far just totally off balance. From the opening whistle, we are going 110 miles per hour while everybody else is still in the slow lane at 50. And
Yep.
that has been an outstanding feature of our season thus far, man. I got to give props to McDaniel thus far, man. Nobody knows what's. It's like they should change the name to the Miami Hurricanes. Steal the
Yeah.
damn college team's name because that's how we're acting, man. Like a Category 5, man. Just blowing people's doors off. Blowing people's
Cyclonic.
doors off. Yeah,
Yo,
it's
talk
Cyclonic.
about
We
forget
just
the
keep coming
turnover chain,
around.
guys. Forget the turnover chain. The touchdown chain is what they were flashing all day yesterday. Like touchdown chain. Shout out to Christian Customs, guys. Christian Customs, guys. You can get your own personal chain from Christian Customs. Go check him out on IG. Christian Customs or Tailgate
Is
305.
that
Check
who I
him
got
out.
mine off yesterday? Is that what that guy's
Yep,
name was?
that's his name, Christian. Get him on
Mom
IG or
saw
call.
him and Batman. We met up with Batman and like we saw that guy with all the chains. Mom's like, "You want one of those, right?" I'm like,
Yes, you do.
"I
Yes, you
guess."
do. Check him out. 786-667-0324. 786-667-0324. Or on IG. Tell him Miss Finn sent you. Cause man, it was I felt like you know how what's his name? Conor McGregor get like, when he won a fight and he's like, whatever, you know what I mean? That's exactly how I felt yesterday. Chef Jew would tell you at one point, and we hadn't even scored the 70 yet. I was like, I literally turned around to the stadium. I was like, "Are you not entertained?" Like the whole section was just laughing, like because I'm just like, this is just you're never gonna see this again. Like I've been part of two insane games between the Bills ending and that stadium going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To friggin' us dropping 70 points. Like it was just insane.
There you go,
You
And
know,
Miss
I,
Finn.
you know,
that
you know,
kid
I,
look.
I am jealous at
Wait, wait,
both
wait,
teams.
wait, wait.
I know that
Wait, 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 wait.
atmosphere was
Wait, put it
fire.
up again. Let me put it solo real quick. Look at that chain though. Holy smokes. Welcome to the chain gang, sir.
Hey,
Welcome to the chain gang.
I am so jealous of both y'all because I know that atmosphere was fire.
Oh,
Todd,
it
I
was
said it
crazy.
last night. Early '90s level, from top to bottom. That stadium was
Absolutely.
absolutely full, and it was loud,
Don't
man.
tell me it sounded like the old Orange Bowl though.
Oh no, no, I've never been there, but it sounded like Joe Robbie from 1991, man.
All I know is
Nothing will
it was
beat the Orange Bowl.
I mean, if you all remember from like, if you remember watching the game yesterday on the network, and like when we scored a touchdown, you could hear the crowd like
Yeah,
ramp up to its highest volume. Bro, we were getting that on third down for our defense steady, bro. You couldn't even hear yourself think, man. It was
and this
like
is
proper 1990 levels, man.
it was and then their opposing team was wearing orange too. So you didn't even know who was who. I mean, you
Yep.
know where they would sit because that's typically where they sit in the
And,
visitor side. But
I'm
and
sure
man,
you
you
always
found out
have
who
I'm
they
some
like,
were.
you always have some
I'm
empty seats, but there was a soul to account for every one of those empty seats walking around on the promenade.
they were in the
And,
restroom because it was just too much.
yep,
You
I am sure you found out.
and honestly, even with people leaving a couple people leaving a little early, at what 56 points, you still had pretty much full to capacity all the way to the clock at zero, man.
I'm sure you found out who the Broncos fans were when they're just sitting down, looking for a bag to put over their head.
it
I
was
mean,
you
I
know what
felt bad. I wanted to be able to reach out, cordially to a Broncos fan and say, "Hey, good game, GG," but I'd be lying, bro. That would have just been like contrived. You know what I mean?
it was
That would have almost been like a slap to their face.
well,
Exactly. I
guys.
was
How
just
many
like,
times
nah,
have
I'll just keep
Hey,
quiet. We ain't gonna go with them today, bro.
hey, I watched the whole game from Baltimore International Airport, and they had the game on the Baltimore Indianapolis game, like at all the little pubs, all the little bars and so
yeah,
forth. and everybody was like invested in those games. Man, I was the proudest guy in that airport. I made a point to walk up and down the terminal, showing off my Miami Dolphins shirt as they struggled in overtime and eventually lost. I was the biggest asshole in Baltimore yesterday, and
Hey,
damn
hey,
sure
hey,
proud about
hey,
it.
sir.
Oh,
PG.
excuse my language. Excuse my language, Miss Fitz. But I was very happy to do it. Representing Miami Dolphins in that fashion in that airport yesterday. I mean,
What would have been
it was
cool is if the
legendary.
gate you were waiting at started to erupt in the Dolphins fight song. That would have been awesome.
That
Hey,
would have been
then I
crazy.
went then I went in one of the stores and the guy was watching the cashier was watching the Redskins versus the Bills, and of course he's a Redskins fan, and they're getting blown out. So me and him had a talk too, man. About I said, man, I consoled him, man. I said I've been there, but hey, I'm the happiest guy in the airport today, man. So man, what a day, what a day.
I mean, what else are you supposed to say except? I mean, I don't want to say my condolences, but it's just
Well, you
It'll
know
get
what,
better that day.
Kahari? There's a similar feeling you get when you hike the rim of rim to rim the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
And like so the on the sixth day of the hike was when I came up out of the canyon on the south rim, right? And you start out early because of the heat. So I was coming up onto the south rim, completing the hike right around 10:30 in the morning, right
Okay.
as all the tourists start coming to the south rim to visit the rim for the day, right? And none of those people at that place had any idea what I had just accomplished and what I had just been through, and the feeling, the pride, like knowing myself what I had just done, and knowing that most of the people I was looking at could never even fathom doing something like that.
Right, right,
It was
right.
like I'd imagine it's much how you felt being a Dolphins fan walking through that airport yesterday. Like the people just had no clue what you had just witnessed and watched your team accomplish. You know what I mean?
Listen, hey, for years we've had it rough, compared to other NFL fan bases. We haven't been as relevant. Well, one thing for sure now, the whole league we put the whole league on notice with that performance yesterday. You know, if you didn't know before, now you know. The Miami Dolphins are real, and we're coming for you.
it's not just that we put them on notice. This is the thing. Okay, look. So and Michael K is making some points that and Finsanity said it earlier. Shout out to Finsanity. Shout out to 305 Sports Bay for coming through and saying yes to me. Shout out to Bobby Finstock for showing up for me like that. I appreciate you guys. But listen, even Finsanity said it. Which is true. Pride does come before the fall. I totally
Yeah,
understand that.
yeah, yeah.
You could be part of. Trust me, this was me all yesterday, but today is actually a very, very important day, and not just my life, but a lot of millions of individuals uh, in the world. Let's just put it that way. And you also have to take into consideration that, and I say that I don't know if you guys play billiards or not, like pool, billiards.
Hmm.
One thing that and playing in college, like I founded me and a friend of mine, we founded our college team because we just love playing. And there was a point where when I realized, like, oh man, I'm just whooping everybody, and then I lose. But it would happen to me multiple until I realized, okay, I had to realize, okay, I can't. So after that, after my realization of, okay, see, when I boast about it and when I'm feeling myself too much, I need to calm down, stand down, and be more humble. The
Yeah,
after
yeah,
that, no,
yeah.
no, listen to me. After that, then I really started destroying people. But it wasn't because it was the realization of, you know what, it's not over till it's over. It's not
Yeah.
over till it's over. You have to keep in mind what
So
the goal
sage
is.
words,
The
sage
goal
words.
is to win.
Yeah, no, as
And
impressive as that game was, we still have 14 more games left.
exactly,
We
exactly.
haven't
So
clinched the playoff
that's
spot
what they're
yet.
thinking. Exactly.
Yeah.
We although this was insane. record breaking everywhere. We
Yeah.
have to remind what's most important, a record or the Super Bowl.
Well, here's how
And
I temper that and allow myself a
I'll
little.
take it.
Well, here's
I'm
how
taking
you can allow yourself a little homerishness, okay? Because look, what you just said earlier about, look, only one team can win the Super Bowl, right? So that means that 31 other teams are preparing themselves for the letdown at some point. You understand what I'm saying?
it's true.
And I would just rather be the team that is 3 and 0 right now after having just put up 70 points on another defense. Like, I would rather be that team now than any other team in the league because 31 of them are going to have a letdown. And it is highly less likely that it's going to be the team in our position than the team in the other team's position. You see what I'm saying? It's the same with the pressure on Buffalo this week. Okay, we're
Miss
the ones that are
Phins.
3 and 0. Okay, we're the ones that if we lose, we come back to Monday morning to our fan base and say, well, we lost in Buffalo a close game and we're only a half game behind them this early in the season. If they lose, they have to explain to their fan base why they lost at home and are now 2 games behind the lead for the division. Pressure's
You're
on them.
right. Pressure is definitely on the bill. Daddy D, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, my kids wanted me to put Squidward on here. Shout out to them. They got to go back to homeschooling here shortly.
Hey,
So,
tell the kids and the doggy and your mom and your wife, obviously, all of you guys, the Dean family, you guys are awesome. God bless all of you guys. You know that, and people don't believe me when I say it. I'm like, I know kids for a fact are watching this show, which is why I say we gotta keep it, keep it,
Yeah. Hey, my
PBS
apologies,
kids.
Daddy Dean. I didn't know your kids were listening. Sorry
Yeah,
about that, Miss
they're not
Fitz.
the only kids either, but this is
Yeah.
what family friendly show. But it's okay, KP. No, you're
Yeah,
fine. You're fine.
I'm usually not up here. I'm usually in the arena in
Exactly.
the afternoon. So my apologies, everybody,
yeah,
No,
for my
you're
choice
good.
of
we're,
You're good.
language.
we're, we're going to have an after hours Miss Phins talk show. Yeah,
Exactly.
My
definitely.
apologies,
And
guys. My
this
apologies.
the
Wednesdays at
No,
8
it's
simplest
all right. It's
p.m.
all good.
the simplest way to say what I just said was you can't lose the season 3 and 0.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not you're right. But Daddy D and the fam, thank you guys. Thank you. Now listen, I got some stuff I have to tell you guys right now. I don't know if y'all are ready for this, but let me tell you one, two, three, four. Let me tell you what's going on. So yesterday, the Dolphins accomplished most points in a game in team history with 70, most touchdowns in a game in team history with 10, most total yards in a game in team history with 726, most rushing yards in a game in team history with 350, most points scored in the second half of a game in team history 35, most PATs in a game in team history, 10 for 10. Individual records including this postseason. Most points scored in a game, 24, Raheem and A Chain. Most touchdowns in a game by rookie, A Chain with 4. Most touchdowns in a game, 4 by Raheem and A Chain. Mo- most rushing yards in a game by rookie, 203, A Chain. Most passing yards to 3 games in Dolphins history, 1,024 by Tua Money Vailoa. Most receiving yards to 3 games in Dolphin history, Tyreek Cheetah Hill with 412. And most points after touchdowns in a game, 10 by Sanders, tied a team record. Guys, yesterday's a special day that's gonna. I mean, this is in Canton. You know what I mean? Like this right here. This was special. Whether you were in the stadium or watched it at home or all around the world, this is special for what we did. And I'm telling you right now, the Dolphins. And I said this last week, and I said this week too. Well, like this past week, I said this 2-0 does not feel like the same 2-0 as last week. And I'm gonna say the same thing this week. This 3-0 don't feel like the same 3-0 like last year. It's
Right.
just not the same 3-0, and it's just so many different factors. The team is clicking. It's and
You're right. You're right. You're
they're
absolutely
finding
right. But since
ways to win.
we are firing on all cylinders
They're
with this,
finding ways to
this
win.
isn't. Oh, why didn't we score more points? This isn't meat left on the bone 3-0. You know
Right.
what I mean?
This
This
is a
is
complete
charging
team.
forward, which means we have a large buffer of failures we can make before we even begin to start losing.
We this
And
is
if you look at the first game, couple games, plenty of mistakes being made, yet we overcame and won those games.
we
Completely different
absolutely
3-0.
did. We absolutely, and that's my point exactly. Play us man, we destroy you. Play us zone, we destroy you. Play us a mix, play us press. At this point, if you're a defense, what are you gonna do? Because what worked last year against us, you've seen three different ways the Dolphins have won. Three different ways. Oh, look at that clean hat! Oh my God, look at that clean hat! I see you, Daddy D. Look at that clean hat. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You're on mute. You're on mute.
I got a friend with me.
Oh, look at
This
that.
is
Look
my
at that
mom's
birdie.
cockatiel.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. Look at that. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, Daddy D, you already know. Nothing but love for you guys, for sure. Nothing but love for you guys.
He just whispered in my ear, Dolphins rule.
Dolphins rule. I'm loving it. Real. Hey, he already got the fins up, too. He already got the fins up. I love it. Love
All
it.
right,
Love it. Look at
guys. I gotta go.
How about that, Daddy Dean? How about that one, man?
look at that. Look at that. We got some clean hats in the building. Y'all are making me jelly. You're making me pull in. I'm about to pull out. Well, I mean, I got an entire wall, so you guys see my my collection. But my gosh, guys, what a game! What a game! What a game! What a game! And this is the other thing: we're finding ways to win, no matter what adversity we have to hit. And most people are gonna say, Okay, let me pull it up." And you know me, color. You know I love my trackers. So let me pull up my tracker real quick. People are gonna say, "Oh, Chargers, they're washed. They can't get anything done." Okay, fine, whatever. Oh, New England. I mean, they're all right, but they still haven't put it together. They just got a new OC. Blah blah blah. Okay, fine. Oh, Denver hasn't put it together. They're really trash. They're already 0-3. They're not a real team. You haven't faced adversity till you play Buffalo. Ladies and gentlemen, we absolutely can lose to Buffalo. It's any given Sunday. I don't care what anybody tells me. This is you come here because I'm gonna give you the real information. It's any given Sunday you could lose to any team. But will we? I highly doubt it. And that's the difference. And to me, that's going to be a great test in their home. I can't wait to talk about and break down this game this week. But right now, I'm sticking to this Broncos game. And I told everybody, this is our Colts game from 3 years ago that got us, that literally was the game we needed to make it to the playoffs 3 years ago. And we didn't win that game. We won this game this year. This was a must win. This Bronco, I mean, I didn't say 70, I said 50, but I'll take the 70. You know what I mean? Delusional. Oh, delusional's back, sir. You were in such a high. We couldn't find you. I put out smoke signals for you, sir. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, sir? Welcome back. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you. But seriously, if you take a look at it, this team, it's just like we said before, it's clicking on all cylinders. We, I'm loving what I'm seeing. And to Finsanity's point, we're running up the A gap, the B gap, heck, even the C gap, and this O line. Teron was back. I didn't even know Teron was on the field, guys, till this morning when I saw a replay. That's how much seamlessly our O-line has been playing. Like they never get any love. And look at how our backups are playing. That you couldn't even tell the difference when the starters. I mean, guys, when you have your backups ready, this is a 17 season league. This when we get to the end when everybody's dealing, which we will be dealing with as well, injuries. This is when you make sure you get that. What's up, Sharif? Welcome.
Yay, my internet is better, I hope. But
Hopefully, because you were
came
cutting in and
to
out. So
show you
no.
some love, and I'm cutting
Morning,
in and out.
Sheree.
Am I better
Morning,
now?
Sheree.
Oh,
You
you're good.
sound
You're good
clear.
now. You're good. You're good.
I'm good now. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
you sound clear,
I
my
tell
guy.
you what, I think we're gonna just be trolling, especially Micah Parsons. I think we're just gonna be. I think we all just need to have some fun and go over to his Twitter page and ask him what he thinks about us now, week 6. I mean Christmas Day. But
Man, I agree. It's time to take the sledgehammer to Buffalo fans. I don't care if we lose this week or not. I really don't.
He meant
I'm
Cowboys,
going
but yeah.
hard at Buffalo this week, man. We deserve
listen,
to.
Color, we got to decide right now, Color, if we want to be hated or loved. Because we can do anything we want to do as fans, and we've earned it. My thing is, I don't want teams to hate me, but if I go over to Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys right now and troll him till Christmas, I got the right to do that because you've been talking smack. That's the attitude I'm taking.
Well, at least they're fans
Exactly.
anyway. I wouldn't troll players myself, but
Yeah.
that's just me. But as far as their fans go, I don't care, man. We just put up 70 points on a team for the first time in 57 years, man.
Yeah.
They can say
Listen,
whatever they want, man.
he
We've been in
listen,
the valley
Micah
too long,
Parsons.
Sharif.
See,
It's
the
time
thing
for us
is,
to
Micah.
flex.
Yes, and the thing is, Micah Parsons asked. He didn't ask for Tuanon. He asked for Dolphinon because
Well,
what
I
he's
want them to
fooling with
hate
now.
us. I want them to hate us.
Exact, and this.
I want them to be ripping their hair out because we're putting 70 on them too.
And listen, guys, if you just go over to Brian Baldinger, his film study of what what we did, like, oh, it's so amazing. I love blocking, and I love because when you're able to gash people, and then
Yes.
the play action comes out, right? The play action comes into play, and this is when you can, get your little 20 completions a game, but it's a 250-yard game because of
Sharif,
these play action fakes.
when you look back at the film, look at how many times they ran behind Armstead. They went to the left. It was like purposely they threw him back into the fire to see what he could
Oh
do,
man.
and he answered all the questions. It was a dominance. It was an obliteration of their defensive line. I don't even think
Listen,
the D lineman had one tackle. The entire D line.
one
I'm probably wrong about
one
that,
of the
but I didn't remember one.
KP, one of the,
Yeah.
one of the things that I notice is when we're running, the purpose of our offense is that we have the minimum amount of defenders after motion. So we may motion and fake you out, but the purpose is after snap, there's 4 Denver defenders. And if you look at that play with A-Chain went out of bounds at the 5-yard line, you would see that there were 6 defenders on the ground, and there were 4 offensive linemen and Tyreek Hill running out in front of A-Chain. Everybody's on the ground from Denver. So this is where A-Chain could pick and choose his hole. And my thing is these kinds of things, the athleticism of the offensive line, the conditioning, we're starting to see these guys get to the second level. And I'm telling you, the purpose of the motion is to move defenders. So after snap, the ball carrier has the minimum amount of defenders to beat.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, right now we are ahead of the defenses. They are struggling to catch up to whatever scheme we're putting out there. You're right. We're moving them around with our motion, right? But then after snap, we We're first to the, we're first to the blocks, first to the point of contact, and we're executing. We're making it easy for whoever's running the ball. I mean, look, you had consistent production from every running back we threw out there, whether it was Mostert, A Chain, even Brooks went off with that huge run.
And I
You
and I
know,
don't care
so
what any Dolphin fan tells me. A complete receiver is what Barrios and Raver Craycraft did. They cracked back and on at least 9 plays. Two of the plays, A Chain got a touchdown. A crackback is easy to be done, but because you want the ball in your Keyshawn Johnson, we have diva wide receivers who don't do this. And this is why we should just appreciate with the Dolphins, because you have Tyree cracking back, Braxton Barrios cracking back, Craycraft cracking cornerbacks back, and there's an open left side for running. I mean, this is
Right,
beautiful.
right, right, right. Well, here's the part, Sharif, that's really nice to see. And this is where people think that a quarterback can't help the running game, or that a better quarterback, like, in other words, some quarterbacks, yeah, you think it's all about just handing the ball off, and that part of the game is any quarterback can do. And I beg to differ, because what I'm starting to notice is even on running plays, Tua will pull a guy in motion, and that guy, our guys in motion are not, they're not trained to know when the snap of the ball is based on where they're going to be positionally along the line in their motion. They're trained to go in motion, and they know the snap count plus the motion of the ball, and that's what they're going on. So it's not them who are controlling their starting point when they turn around and start to run their route in a passing play. It's Tua. So in other words, when Tua says, blue 42, and it causes Tyreek to go into motion, okay, he's sensing where Tyreek is at along the line, and he knows based on what he's seeing in the defense that if I snap the ball at this spot where Tyreek is here and he starts from this spot, he's going to be able to settle right down between those two freaking defenders
I
right
I
there, and
totally
I'll
agree.
have it right
And
there before, right after the snap of the ball. That's why it looks like he's going for first read, but he's actually controlling where his first read is going to be before the snap of the
exactly,
ball. And so, hold on, one
exactly,
other
and
thing,
what?
Sharif.
Mm,
Here's where it helps with the running game, because he can do the same thing with his blocking receiver. He can pull him in motion and tailor make where that receiver starts his forward motion to block whatever guy based on where that linebacker is shading or whatever. You know what I mean? And he can pull the guy in motion and snap the ball where he sees peripherally is the right spot and the best position for his wide receiver to be to make the block on that guy. You see what I'm saying? It's helping the running game.
oh,
You
that's
do it
Well, I mean, I
yourself
awesome.
don't
in
know if you
That's
Madden.
guys.
You
awesome,
do it
color.
yourself in Madden. You pull a guy in motion and you snap the ball right when he gets to the edge, don't you? So he'll nail that
Yep,
linebacker, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
you're seeing you, but this is what I was saying last night. Like you're seeing right now, even, and I'm gonna go over to if y'all want to come over to a Tuesday tomorrow. But I mean, I'm breaking it down because to me, you're finally seeing that next step. When you see him taking that next step and taking that next step, and you're seeing in different aspects of his game, that's something that for me personally, makes me feel very happy because that's
Yeah,
what you
and
want to
having
see out of
watched the entire game
your
from Madden view yesterday, Misfit, I'm just absolutely, I
I mean,
got what I paid for. I really, I went there with this expectation of seeing what how Mike McDaniel could cook and what this was really all about from that view, and I got every bit of my money's worth, every bit.
absolutely, because he really now he's showing you that you know every person, every literal person, human, we all learn differently. Generally, there's a certain type way, or maybe multiple types. But he's showing you that this year 4, 2 years removed from his hip. I'm gonna talk about all this. 3 years removed from the hip injury. Like this is what you want to see. That level of confidence in himself. But I think he's more confident in his body, and I think that's why people want to say he got a little thickums this offseason. But to me, honestly, He reinforced his lower body because he can finally do it post that career-ending injury. You know what I mean? He couldn't put that onto himself without being able to to really get that healed up, and now he has all that extra meat to be able to go ahead and protect himself. And listen, he's calling out his protections. He's shifting the line. You see him taking command of it, and this is why I tell you guys that Tua and the O line are working in tandem with them. Which, by the way, Color, I need your week two confidence level on the O line, and week three confidence level on the O line and the D line, real quick before I bring up Big
Oh,
Phil.
I missed it. I missed
Give
the
me,
show yesterday, right?
yep,
Or Friday.
give me
Uh,
last, give me last week's, because remember it was
well,
still
where
back
was I at? I was at 75%.
78-21, 78 to 20. It's 78 offensive line, 21 D line. Where were you after 2 weeks?
After 2 weeks, I was about the same on the offensive line.
So 78.
Yep. And defensive line, I was more encouraged by, so I would have given it probably, I would have jumped it up probably to a 60.
Oh, sorry, that was cryptos. You were 75-60.
Right.
So week one. So now you're gonna go 78 then,
No,
and
no,
keep
no,
it.
no. Well, I would have kept it the same probably.
Okay, so 75 for the O line, and then you were at 60 in the D line. So what were
Yep.
you gonna put the D line at, confidence
About,
wise?
I would say the same. I had just about the same amount of faith going in.
So
Uh,
75-75.
no, no, I'm saying 75-60, like nothing really changed.
Okay,
Our performance against the Patriots was about where I expected it to be, based on playing Belichick and all that. So
got it. And after week three, where you at?
where am I now? uh, Royale burger with cheese. I
What are you at? It's
don't.
75 for the O line, 60 for the D line.
I
So where do
mean,
you?
the O line is starting to me. I'm starting to feel a little Dallas-ish from the early '90s. You know what I mean?
The
Like,
unicorn,
So
Brandon
I mean,
Albert.
I'm probably not to get too homerish, okay, because it's one game, but I'll jump that 75% up to like an 89.
holy smokes! I thought you were gonna say 80.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
what
tell
about
you
the
D
D
right
line?
now. I'm
Wait,
this
Sharif.
this line
Before
right.
you go, Sharif,
Okay.
I need him to give me the other number. The D line. What's your number? Give me 1 and 100, and you're at 60 after three
I'll
weeks.
bring that on up to 80.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead, Sharif, and welcome to the show, buddy. Again, go ahead.
Yeah, man. To me, when I see Jamie Nails and Brandon Albert and what they did with Jay Ajayi, um, A-Chain and Mostert smashed that with one game. Now, keep in mind, Jay Ajayi did an awesome performance with spins and breaking tackles to 240 yards in some of those games. It still is not as impressive as the breaking tackles and shaking and moves of A-Chain and Mostert. I'm sorry. So, and when I look at the film, and I'm gonna continue until all 22 comes out. I'm telling you what, I'm gonna specifically look at how many people were on the ground, how many people got pancake, because I'm telling you now, this line is better than that unicorn line with Ajayi, and it's even better than the line with Mark Dixon when we had Ricky. And I could tell you right now, we had double counters with Ricky where Ricky would go for 80 yards, and this line is better than that line.
Well, yeah, I mean, the physicality this line is showing right now, both in athleticism and point of contact strength, is beyond impressive. Can they sustain it? Will other defensive coordinators create a counter to what we're doing? This is, the question for the rest of the season. But right now, it's rolling good, man. It's a machine. It's a
Well,
beautifully oiled
I
machine.
mean, Kahari,
So
I've been saying it from the beginning. This offense reminds me much more of a K gun than it does a West Coast. Even I guess you can consider a K gun sort of like a variant of
with
the
the
West Coast.
aggression. the aggressive aspect of it, right? We're going to maximize everything we can get on every play if you
Yeah,
let us.
but I mean,
know,
even these counter traps and this
right?
misdirection, bro, is just so Marv Levy-esque, man. It's really fun to watch, man.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Miss
It
Vince,
really is. Big Philly, talk
congratulations
to me.
again.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
getting
get
ready to
out of
go?
here, Miss Vince. So, yeah, so I just want to once again say congratulations to you on the 1,000 subscribers. Much more
Thank you, thank you.
success in the future this year. Blessings to all of you guys, all you Dolphin fans, man. Hey, it's okay to feel happy and excited about what we saw, man, because that was awesome. So, peace out to all of you guys, man. I'll talk to you later. All
Thank
right.
you, Pete.
You
Thank you.
sorry.
Big Philly, talk to me. What do you got on this game, sir?
It was a good game. You know, if not just the Dolphins game, but if you look back to last week, week 3 of NFL football, this was a game that we should have won. This was also a game that was a must-win game for Denver. It was a must-win game for Denver, being 0-2 coming
Mm-hmm.
into the Rock. So, but it also was it was a trap game for Miami, right? So it's kind of moving on from that that Miami's always going to fall to that trap game, if you know what I mean. Miami was able to take that step forward because if you look at like teams like Dallas, right? Dallas went into Arizona, fell in that trap game. You had Jacksonville over Houston, but then Houston went over Jacksonville. So it's like taking that next step and going, no, we're not going to fall for that trap game, and being able to come out and not just they just not only they demolished that defense. And that defense arguably is a pretty good defense because they have a decent secondary. They have a really good secondary. So it's like coming out there, being able to do what they did, which yes, a lot of people keep saying it. It literally looked like real live action Madden against the CPU. That's what it looked like. It looked like some crazy Madden player playing against a computer on rookie mode. And like
For real.
like in the stands, my wife actually called out to go to this game because as you know, obviously the years of being with me because we've been together 9 years. She now is a Dolphins fan. Before she couldn't stand football. She's like, no, we need to go to church. We need to go to church. I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm at church. I'm at football. We're good. Like, now she's a huge Dolphins fan. Um,
Well,
and she's really getting into football. So it's
Philly, you make a good point about being Madden-esque. There's actually another word we could use, another name we could use, because there's one other guy, one other offense we've seen in recent history, uh, that was commanded so well to that level where you thought you were sitting there watching somebody play Madden, and that was the Peyton Manning Broncos, ironically.
yes, yes.
It was like it was very Manning-esque. It was very Manning-esque the way Tua commanded our offense yesterday.
It really was. I didn't even
It
think
was,
about
Yeah.
that.
and Cutler, like what you were just saying about the offensive line scoring 89. Let's be real. Who would have thought coming into the season? Because I was the biggest critic on that offensive line. But who would have thought coming in? And yes, game 1 there was some miscues, high snaps, but he still didn't give up a sack. Game 2 we gave up 1 sack, I think, maybe 1 or 2.
One.
But he's only been one. We've given up 1 sack in 3 games. Armstead's first game back was impressive. There was actually, I don't know if you caught it, Cutler. They were
No, we're
playing.
not.
I, I don't remember what song they were playing in the stadium, but Armstead was walking up to the line. Miami, the offense was taking the field. He didn't have his helmet on. Who was playing guard on the other opposite on the next to Armstead today or yesterday? I don't know if it was Wynn or if it was
Lamb, maybe
Jones. I'm not sure who was.
Kendall Lamb.
Yeah, for Miami. Kendall Lamb. Kendall Lamb was staring at Armstead. Armstead's bumping, he's bumping up, coming up. And you just see Lamb like, yeah, like getting all hyped up. And I was like, that's what we've been missing for that offensive line for such a long time. So it's like they're finally getting into that
Well,
groove.
I mean, for me myself, I was a little. Everybody knows I was a little tongue in cheek in trusting Greer's words about the
That
fans
the offensive
being
line is
more
fine.
uncomfortable, or right, or the fans being more worried about it than they were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to default to Greer there, and that's the position I took. But it was a little tongue in cheek of me because I was taking that position based on calling out a double standard of how everybody likes to pick and choose what they believe from Chris Greer, you know what I mean, in the organization. So that's, in fairness, I didn't necessarily have a large amount of faith in the offensive line, but I did stick with Greer as a matter of being tongue in cheek.
Yeah, it's
Look, this game just
Yep.
showed you where that we have what it takes to beat any team in the NFL, and what I want to continue to see is consistency. And not just consistency in the winning, but consistency in the run game, consistency in the pass game. You know what I mean? You want to continue to see this, and then now we got to see that next level for the team. In my opinion, is continue to beat playoff teams, because right now we went through a playoff team in the Chargers. We went to a previously a playoff team with the Patriots. Now we have the Bills coming up, playoff team. Giants playoff team. Panthers, no.
And wait a minute
Eagles
now,
playoff
too.
team.
And wait a minute now,
Giants.
too. Big Philly
Mm.
made a good point. The Broncos were in a must-win situation, and let's be
Exactly.
real. The way their team is built, they had
They
playoff
should have been
aspirations
playoffs.
too. It's
Yeah,
They
not like
had
they
they
were
should have
playoff.
been.
expecting to come
Yeah,
in 0-2.
that
You
is
know what I
true.
mean?
That is true. Because you have to think about it. You got a Super Bowl winning head coach, Super Bowl winning quarterback. You got weapons on your offense, weapons on your defense. Yeah, your secondary was a little hurt, but you still got studs in that secondary with
They still
Pat.
had their primary
Uh,
DB. They still had
like
Sertan. So
so, at the end of the day, like they still had playoff aspiration type. You know what I mean? And minus Panthers, every other team in the first 9 weeks were either playoff teams from last year or the year before. And these are playoff, potential teams.
They were
So
all
right
teams
now,
that are spoken about in playoff
absolutely,
terms.
absolutely. Minus the Panthers, every other team has been. And right now, this is what we're dealing with. And if we can continue, guys, realistically speaking, if we take over and we do our job, and if this is a hard fought battle game, and let's say we win by 3 or whatever, versus the Bills, am I going to be disappointed? Absolutely not. Because it'll show me that my team found another way to win.
Miss
Good
Fins.
teams, championship
Mm-mm.
wins,
Mm-hmm.
find ways to win. That's the only thing that matter. You tell me right
Mm-mm.
now. If Toretto said it best, it don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning. It don't matter if you win by 1 or 50 points. Dropping a 70
Miss
burger.
Fins, if I may, uh,
Winning is winning. So go ahead, Sharif. And then I
I
want
saw
Crypto.
something
Crypto
on.
just came
Hey, morning, crypto. It's something I saw on
Morning.
Twitter called
Morning.
the war or win above
Wins above
replacement.
replacement, correct. It's a big time
So
baseball stat too.
so now the Dolphins lead the NFL in that, meaning due to the significant players that are out for us, they're injured. We lead the NFL in that, meaning we're starting off basically as we ended the season last year. This one out, that one out, playing with your six depth chart guy. So we're basically starting the season like that. There's no other injured team more than us at this point. So we
I don't know
have
about that,
guys
but
No,
stepping up.
that's not true,
yeah,
Sharif.
No, it is
I'm
what it
going to say
is.
I don't.
no, I wouldn't
We
say
don't
that.
have to overemphasize that.
But we
No,
have the
well, the
backups
thing
to the
on Twitter,
backups to be able
the
to overcome it.
right, the thing on Twitter said 21 people down or whatever it means, right? And we led the NFL. And I was like, okay, we got Ramsey. We know we got Ramsey. We got Armstead. We started the season without. I guess we started. Who else? Uh, but I
Them's
don't. I
only
really.
them's only major injuries.
But I
Yeah,
think the wins above replacement goes to Ramsey, and I think he was like 3 games or something like that. How they explained it. And then the other players, Armstead, I guess Armstead is equivalent to like 3.5 games or something like that. And then as they went down the players, this guy is out, that guy is out, and this is equivalent to a half win or whatever the case may be. And so I didn't even know that, Miss Vince. But what I'm saying is, if we're doing this damage and we're leading the NFL in their stat, what they believe we are most injured, imagine when the guys come back. That's my point.
But do we even need him to come back right now? Or could we
yeah,
allow
because
our backers to continue to get some experience so when the playoffs come and the real test comes, we can have our
I
backups
agree.
sub in and out? I mean, at this point, everything we're doing is
Maybe,
just
maybe I'm confused, Miss Fins. How can you qualify a wins above replacement for a guy that haven't played yet? How can you qualify that he gave us an extra win?
he's still in the roster. That's why he's saying
But I'm
still
saying, but he
inside
have to say that he gave us a win in which we wouldn't have won, given all else being even. That will qualify as a win above replacement.
That's what I was
That
trying to
person
figure
has to
out,
play
Crypto. It's
first
on
to say
Twitter.
whether or
It's
not
on
no
Twitter
we have
because
an
somewhere.
extra
listen,
win because of it.
it's because
I
when
don't
we
care what
acquired
Twitter
him,
say, but as far as
no,
the
no, no.
mathematics of
When we
it,
acquired him, he would technically, like Tyreek, like, okay,
but that
this
person
guy
has to
should give
play
you an
to
extra
for
win.
it to count as a win
I
above
get that,
replacement. Is what I'm
but
saying.
he was a starter in his position who went out. His replacement, which is what they're referring to, they're the ones
But we're the
producing.
same team without him. So
I get
how's that a win
that.
above replacement?
But it was in the roster. He was placed in and rostered it as a starter for that position, but then he went out. So the backup to him, which is still the backup to him, even though it was technically the starter last year, but who was also a backup to the other guy that got injured last year. That is
It,
what they're
it,
referring to. It's
but
confusing, but I
but
get
but
what
what I'm, but what I'm
I know
saying
what
is
you're saying. Trust me.
this is how that argument falls apart because we lost our starting cornerback at the beginning of last year. They never qualified as a win above replacement without him.
Well, they're doing it now. At the end of the day, it is what it
it's
is. It is what it is at this point.
so
Go
my
ahead, Big
my thing
Femi.
is this. My thing is this. I don't necessarily. So look, this season, what we started off with 3 DBs hurt. So you have Nick Needham, who was hurt last year, who came into the season on PUP. Then you have
Thank you. I forgot
Ramsey.
them.
Yeah, Ramsey, and then you have Jones, right? Those are the 3 big ones. But considering last season's play, right? Kohu is a very capable back at that corner position, and you saw it yesterday, especially on that breakup with Sutton, which was beautiful, by the way, textbook. Um, you have Armstead that went down. Wynn arguably is a starting tackle. We've been saying it for quite some time to start on the opposite side, but they went with Jackson this year, right? So you have very capable backups that can be starters on other teams. So for me, that stat is kind of like misleading because we have very capable twos. Now, if those twos were down, then I would say okay, then you can go based off that stat. But those
Right,
twos
Big
in
Philly.
other
That's
teams
what I'm
can be
saying.
starters.
We've already planned our guys. So how do we know if it's an
Yeah,
extra win? Because we're 3-0, the same as last year. So how's that an extra win above replacement if we have the same
no,
I
record
that's
as
think
why
what
they
we
that's why
had
I'm saying
factor
without
it
the
him?
on.
stat.
I think they factor it on probability of a win with that
Yeah,
replacement in or
probably.
something.
But
Well,
you
I bet
can't
you all
but
the
you
Smiling.
people
can't
had a
officially count it
probability of
as a
Dallas
win above
winning yesterday, and they
replacement.
lost.
But what I'm saying, you can't officially
No,
count it as
Crypto.
a win above
Crypto.
replacement.
Okay, Crypto. I'm your backup, right? You're the starter and you're injured week 1. If you what they're saying, if you were in, you would give the Dolphins 2 more wins. I'm just giving them a quarter of a win because I replaced you.
But
So
it's not
that's the win
official until
above
we have an
replacement.
extra
Yeah, I
win
know,
different
but
from the
this
previous
is the
season.
advanced data. Yeah, but this is the advanced data that makes us go crazy, right?
Look,
The
This is the
WAR and
advanced data that's misleading because it's not
Sharif,
official because we have the same record
Sharif,
as last year with the same roster.
Sharif. I bet those same people said that Dallas was going to beat Arizona and they lost. Okay, that's why I don't. instead he's
Exactly.
giving
Yeah, I
shots
think
to
they're
I mean, that's
factoring in
misleading.
like you
then he
They're,
gives
said,
they're
shots.
having
they're
us running
factoring
off
in
stuff that's
Brandon
misleading that
Jones.
we don't need to run off of just to say that we're a good
Well,
team. We
So
don't need that crap.
for every win that
well,
Dobbs
I
gets
wish
with
we
Arizona, that's that same stat. Because remember, Kyler Murray's out.
no,
But
yeah,
Sharif, we don't need
but I
that to
just
But
say
he's
to
still
it's not a
qualify
playing.
big
whether or not
deal.
we're a good team
Yeah,
or not.
I'm
We don't
not
need to throw
believing
out
it or
misleading stats.
factoring.
Oh, I get you. I
Right,
get where you're coming from, Sharif. I get where you're coming from.
I'm
But
not
it's more like,
factoring in it. I'm just saying
yeah,
we would love to have Brandon Jones. We'd love to have Ramsey. We would love to have Needham. We would love to have Armstead week 1. We didn't, and I think they factored that in.
I think what
If
he's
if
really
we
trying to
if we
say is
had
that,
them week 1, if we had them week 1, this is the additional probability of the wins.
well, just to let me piggyback, Sherry, from what I think you're trying to say is, look at what we're doing, and we're not even at full strength, ladies and gentlemen. We're not even at full strength. And look at what we're doing too, in addition to that. How many times were we complaining last year? Even this year. This literally 2 games ago. I can back to back games. First drive ends in a penalty. Unreal. I just couldn't believe it. We still won the games. But I was like, what is this? And this game just showed you, we didn't. We finished drives. To my friend's point, we finished drives with touchdowns, which is what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. And we finished drives. Instead of a kick, you did a
That's
kick,
been the
we did a
biggest difference.
touchdown. You did a punt, we did a touchdown. You may have cost us an interception. We just dropped
Right,
another touchdown
right.
on
What
you.
what what
Like,
what did I say all off season that our biggest problem was, Miss Fins, that we needed to fix
we
was
gotta finish.
cashing in all this yardage for points. Well, we just cashed in 726 total yards for 10 touchdowns. That's fixing the problem right there. That's why we're
That
winning.
that is crazy. And you know what? To add to that too is, and I get it, to Michael K's point, because this is why I love having him around. But because I absolutely have to keep this in mind, to keep myself in check. And this is probably why McDaniel does it too. It's like, yeah, we've been 3-0 before. Now we're back to 3-0. Okay, great. How do we respond from this? Let me give y'all a hot take right now, and I don't think y'all can handle this right now. Yup, hot take session. Let's go. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Miss Fins Miami Dolphins hot take. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to everybody that subscribed. We made it to 1,000 subscribers. Everybody on Twitter and Twitch, thank you so much for the love. But let me give you a hot take
Congratulations,
real
Miss Fan.
quick. Thank you, Cherie. Thank you, Crypto. Thank you,
Hey,
Big Philly. Thank you,
hey,
Color. Thank you,
yeah, no
guys.
problem. Crypto, check my text message too, and
Uh,
give it.
guys, hot take. The Miami Dolphins, right now, we're dealing with adversity. Listen to what I'm saying. At adversity. Yes. Right now, and I know, Color, you're probably gonna go against what I'm about to say, but follow me here where I'm taking us. The biggest adversity is not even against other people, other teams. It's against ourselves. Are we gonna fall back to our old ways? Are we gonna overcome
Are we going to
ourselves?
continue to execute?
Because
Exactly.
this is now, it's more of not just the opponent. You don't want to overlook opponents, but now you can't even overlook yourself. Yeah, you got 70 points. How are you gonna respond the
move
next
on.
game? Who's a
That's how you
divisional
respond.
rival? You know what I mean? Like that. That's where, like, now we're dealing with adversity on our own. This is where we temper, ourselves. Where I go back to, it's not over till it's over, and that always grounded me because it allowed me to think, although I am up, although I am winning, it's not over till it's over. And I think that's the mentality that this team has taken. So right now, the adversity factor, it's here. It may not seem like it is. But to me, I see us as an underdog next week. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're underdogs next week. And it may sound ridiculous, which is why it's a hot take. But I'm saying it because you cannot do what I did before. And that is, I don't know, showboating, I think is what it's called, right? Showboating? I don't know how to say it in English. That's actually a word. It doesn't truly
Well,
translate to the
showboating
word
is the
that I'm
word.
trying to say.
Yeah,
It's in a
showboating is the
completely
word.
different language. And I can't
Showboating is the
translate
word.
it really, but I think showboating is what the closest translation. We can't showboat. We got to enjoy this. Hone in the feeling of this win, but not showboat. Because now we're going to be going up against ourselves. We're going up against that mirror, and right now, who's going to show up against that mirror? Is it going to be last year's Dolphins? Is it going to be
Hmm.
this year's Dolphins? Is it week one Dolphin? Week two Dolphin? Like, which Dolphins is going to show up? You see what I mean? And and that is exactly where we're at right now. And to me, and you may not think so, but I still think we're underdogs, and I love it.
Mhm.
I'm a still ride the
Mm,
underdogs.
I think this is the most confused Vegas has been in years in terms of looking at this game and saying what is the proper spread for this game, because if they look at this game and said that Miami is can cover the 2.5, meaning they won't be beaten by 2.5. Vegas won't. I'm guaranteeing you by Wednesday they will change that line by 3 points. That'll be a pick'em game by Wednesday. I'm guaranteeing you that.
I mean,
What's the current line? What's the current spread?
Um,
what for
Two and
the
a
Bills
half.
game?
Two
Buffalo.
and a
For the
half.
Bills
Two
game?
and a
Hmm.
half. Right. Two and a half.
Buffalo to win by a field goal, basically.
No. But here you gotta
Oh,
understand.
they're
It,
smokes!
using
They
last
already put
year's
it up.
numbers and this year's metrics.
Yeah,
okay.
hold up. They already
Just let
put
me
it
know when I
up.
can
I mean,
finish.
I don't like to do this.
Just let me know when I can
I don't
finish.
like to use this too early, but they already put it up, and right now, real quick, they have
Yeah, it's 2.5.
what do you call it?
Right. Which means we're favored by like one.
On, work with me here.
Yeah, 2.5.
Yeah,
They're
it's
they're
2.5. Two and a
Yeah,
half
No, look, no,
favorites
look,
for
but
Buffalo.
you guys have to
pretty much.
realize you guys have to realize it's in Buffalo. They're already giving
Yeah,
three
that's
to the
why.
home team,
753.
which means
Yeah, that's the
which
only
means
reason why they're giving them home field advantage.
which means for the game for the X's and O's, that means we're favored by one.
I don't know if
Holy
that's
smokes,
necessarily
you're
true.
right.
I think it's already factored in.
It is true. No, it's not. That's not factored in. It is factored in. That's why they're plus two and that's why they're minus two and a half.
And I'm just
It's
saying
plus.
that's their
You're right. No, it's not factored in. It is factored in the respect that if they didn't factor it in, we would be minus one.
so basic. Okay, color. So if this is Kansas City going up there to Buffalo, what do you think the spread will be?
Um,
I mean, for money wise, it'll
I
still be
think
the
it.
I'll,
same similar
I
spread. It
think
don't
it'll
matter.
be. I think it'll be minus 3.5 for Kansas City going up there to Buffalo because of the cachet that they've built.
I'm,
Vegas is confused as hell right now, for lack of a better word. I'm telling you, Vegas does not know if they. And I'm telling you right now, the Sharks are taking that 2.5 with the Dolphins right now.
it's like crypto alluded to. Okay, the last two times we played them in their house,
Guys,
we lost
guys,
by three.
right. The
dumb
average
money.
margin between the
Are
teams are
we
like
the new
3 points,
AMC
about three
stock
points.
of the NFL?
They're
Wait, what?
factoring what happened last year and
Did
the way
y'all
the
hear
teams
me?
are playing this year.
Are we are
Yeah.
No, what?
No, I'm saying real quick. Are we? I don't know if I can't wait to see the movie Dumb Money, but are we the AMC stock of the NFL now? That nobody knows what's happening. Anyways,
Oh my
if you know about
gosh. If you had A
stocks, you
Chain
know what
on
I mean.
Mojo, if you had A Chain
Oh
or
yeah,
Moster on Mojo, Oh my God, your
or
investment
any
was good.
fantasy. It don't even matter. But yeah, like at this point, it's just still hilarious to me. This team right now is just showing you they're finding different ways. Guys, we've won three different games. We won one 36-34 by the chin of our chin or what however that thingy goes. And then the Patriots, we beat a solid defense. Got you we any divisional game is always gonna be hard. And then you're going by a six-time Super Bowl winning. Actually, I think he's seven-time Super Bowl winning coach. I know head coach is six times, but I think he's got like an extra one somewhere else. Um, yeah, like and then we blow out. Like we're just winning.
I could
We're
say this
winning.
about the Vegas. I could say this about the Vegas spread and
We're
the respect
winning.
that Vegas has given us. Um, Looking at the way these two teams played tight against each other last year with
Mhm.
3 point average in spreads, but
Mhm.
it took a 70-point performance by us and a 50-point margin of victory just to close the gap to within the -2 spread. Hadn't we put up a 70 points, I wonder what the true spread really would be and how much respect they really would be giving us. Given the fact that we just we got closer to 100 than we did to freaking 40. But all it took is Buffalo just to only win by 34 points in their game just
Well,
to
I think that
maintain an edge.
you make a good point. I think that that point also comes from that 1 point also comes from a certain amount of expectation of improvement, given the fact that we lost by the same margin with our backup squad. You know what I mean? So, the second
Yeah.
time we played
Well,
them. So I think there's a certain amount of expected improvement, given the fact that we improved game over game against the Patriots as well. You know what I mean?
right. But I'm just saying, but how we been even a bigger underdog if we wouldn't even put up the performance we put up yesterday?
Probably.
Yes, I
Well,
think so.
probably.
Absolutely. I
Probably,
think it
yeah.
would have probably been like maybe -5 or 6 because they don't because look
Because
at
I'm
how
saying, because for
they
just for them
know
to get the margin that close, you see what I'm saying? It took that kind of a
Sure.
massive victory for
because they
them to
still
say,
don't believe
yeah, we're not
with
going to
what we
favor
did
you to win this game because of that performance. All Buffalo had to do to keep it at bay is just to win their game by the margin they won it by.
Right, right. But remember what I said, Crypto, about them being unsure about making it a 7 or 8 point game because that would be an indicator of a blowout. And we ended up blowing them out historic levels as a 6 point, 6.5 point favorite. I'm wondering if you look at it the way, being, 2 point underdogs in Buffalo, I have us winning this game by 14, man. I really do.
Right.
Oh my God, that would be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did Vegas really kind of like thrown off because they was probably chomping at the bit to make us a 7 point dog, but they couldn't
Well,
because of our
Buffalo's
70
been
point
back on
performance.
right, and Buffalo's been back on track, so they're expecting high output from Buffalo. You know what I mean? So they don't really want to embrace us because of that fact. You know what I mean? But I honestly think
Hmm.
this could indicate a 14-point win for us.
Because they want to know if we're frauds. That's all it is. They're
Right.
Well,
waiting.
that's
Yeah.
that's going
They're
back to what
waiting
you
Yeah.
for
They
said.
that other shoe to drop, and they want to see are the Dolphins legit or are they frauds?
is it because of who Buffalo beat in their last game and the fact that the Commanders put up a
They
lot
beat the
of points
Commanders.
against them too?
Right, and have a decent defense.
They beat a decent defense, but that team has no offense, and that's the issue with the Commanders.
But right,
Their
remember,
quarterback
Big
play is
Philly,
the
that's the
issue.
same team. That's the same team that put up a lot of points against the team that we scored 70 on.
It
That
doesn't take
same
much to
team that
score
we just
70
beat
on
yesterday,
Buffalo.
also that same Commander team only scored 3 offensively, scored 30 something against
Right.
that same team we just scored 70
Yeah,
on.
but crypto. In reference to the Broncos, Broncos' offense is the issue, right? Broncos' offense is the issue. So you're playing two good defensive teams. So yeah, putting a high points on the Broncos is like okay, it's like an even matchup. You get what I'm saying? But now they faced obviously a good Buffalo defense, and they weren't able to put up any points because the issue in Washington is their quarterback, and they got exposed. Their defense is
Yeah, but they
great,
played
but again,
against
you only can
yeah,
do
they
so
played against
much.
Buffalo's defense, right? That Buffalo defense
Yeah,
may be
exactly,
good,
which is a good defense.
but they but the Broncos already showed that they gave up what over 100 points against in back-to-back weeks in total points.
And what does that tell you about that defense
Even to a team that
or
didn't
the
have good
offense? Really,
offense. No, that just tells you how
that
bad Denver's defense really is because they gave up they gave up only 3 points to a team that scored 37 points on them.
so right. So then now going to that right, Washington Commanders coming in to play a really bad Denver defense, and they're putting up a lot of points. And then they come in the next week expecting to put up points because, oh, we just beat Denver's D, which Denver's D just got exposed officially this week with Miami, right? Then going into playing Buffalo and then getting absolutely demolished 30-0. That just tells you that they just played an average team. And now they played a great team and they got their ass spanked. Excuse my language. That's all it's telling you.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Washington does not have the offensive output. That's the issue. Because look, their defense was still making plays. Washington's defense was still making plays yesterday. They
You're
picked
not
off
wrong.
Josh Allen. They made him run around like crazy. They were still getting to the ball. Their problem was the offense was not able to build on any series. That goes the same with Tennessee. Tennessee's offense got exposed yesterday against Cleveland.
Oh my,
Exposed.
Derrick Henry single-handedly
Yeah, they
lost me my
did.
fantasy league, bro. He lost me my
Derrick
fantasy league.
Henry, Derrick
He
Henry
lost
cost
me
me
my
six
fantasy
thousand
league.
dollars. Derrick Henry cost me 6 G's yesterday on Prize Picks.
Okay,
That's what Derrick Henry
I don't
cost
feel
me
bad.
yesterday.
This is why I
He
don't.
ain't cost me that much. I didn't play Derrick. I don't play
Well, no,
random
that's my
him
winnings.
like
No,
that.
don't get me wrong. He cost me like $300, but my winnings would have been 6 G's.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
So,
see Tennessee, that offense is
and
like you
that was
said. It's not.
Tannehill.
It's not they strong. They suit. Good pass rushers can get to them and shut them down.
Tannehill is an issue. They need to move on from Tannehill.
Which is
There's no
crazy
excuse.
because they didn't do too bad the week before when they beat the
Nope.
Chargers.
Yeah, but Tannehill can't build. He's not consistent enough. That's the issue with Tannehill. That was the same issue he had here in Miami. He could not build. That's his problem. So you go in, they brought in D Hop to replace AJ because they haven't really replaced AJ since losing him. They brought in D Hop. Now
Hmm.
there's no excuse.
Well, it shouldn't be
There's no
unless Derrick
excuse.
Henry just fall off a cliff.
Nah, bro, because even they looked frustrated yesterday. They played a clip with Derrick Henry with the other cat, the other backup. I forgot his name, the running back, and they just looked lost, bro. They just looked like, what are we doing here?
Mm.
Like it
Yeah,
looked like he looked
I
same.
frustrated.
think
He
Derrick
looked
Henry is
super
starting to fall
frustrated.
off.
Nobody
Good.
like look
I
the
think
one
he's pissed
opportunity,
that he's still in the team.
dude. The one opportunity that they had in the red zone, they went to I think the 15-yard line. They ended up getting the field goal. They didn't even have Derrick Henry in the red zone. What are you doing?
To me, right now, Mike Vrabel, he's a phenomenal coach in my opinion. But right now, his team, he needs to rein in on that locker room before he completely loses it.
He's
I
about to
think
lose it.
yesterday was a show of him maybe slightly not getting his guys buying in. Derrick Henry with the whole trade rumors and all this,
I'll give it a
that
couple of
definitely
weeks.
didn't
I think
help.
it was more so their opponent they played was more so than anything. Because
I don't
Cleveland
think
does
he's
have good
above this,
defense.
Shal. He cost me my work fantasy. I know he cost me my TFTG fantasy. I should have played Jerome Ford, and I knew it. And I'm like, you know what? No, let me let
Jerome
Derek.
Ford went off.
I just knew I
Well, you
should have.
only need 11 points tonight, but Jamar Chase is going to have 2 catches for -4 yards. So there goes your
Is Burrow
TFTG
even playing
thing,
tonight?
Miss Finn. I'm
I'm
sorry to break
losing.
the news. I'm sorry to
I'm
break the
losing,
news,
aren't I?
Miss Finn.
I'm
I'm
Oh
s-
losing,
yeah,
aren't
you're
I'm
I?
done. You're done, bro. And Burrow's not play. Well, it's not like Burrow was doing anything this year, anyways. But if Burrow ain't playing, hey, good luck.
I think Jamar Chase
Burrow's not
finishes up
playing.
with 2
Oh
catches.
my god!
Dude, I bet on all the
Why?
touchdowns and I paired them up, and
And
that's it.
Amari Cooper got me 25 points on the bet. God, I can't
It's
even.
all right.
I'm
Hey,
so.
Washington's defense screwed me, bro. Washington's
I
defense
told
screwed me.
you,
I'm,
I
Miss
understand
Phins,
you.
about Amari Cooper from the beginning of this
I,
season. I told you
I
it was
just,
going to happen.
I just, I just basically completed a trade request for getting none other than freaking Russell Wilson, so I could have him throw into one of the receivers I got. Maybe they turn it around
Judy or
after this
Sutton?
week, so I could get some points out of him.
You talking about Judy or Sutton? Because there's only
Judy,
Judy
I
you
got
got.
Judy. I got
Uh,
Judy.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
I got
Sutton's the one
Judy
that
as
gets
one
the
of my
red zone looks.
receivers.
The problem is with that is that Sutton gets the red zone looks. It's not really Judy as much as Sutton. I think Wilson's more
Yeah,
comfortable throwing to Sutton. Because even
I'm.
yesterday, most of the big plays came from Sutton, but then again, most of the big turnovers also came
He
from Sutton.
negated
So
him. Right. All the turnovers came from him. I think all of
Listen,
them. I think.
he
Fins
had
Heat Boy
no
3
two
has a good point right here.
two
I think
fumbles.
the game will be low
Yeah,
scoring.
that's all they had. That's all we had, right? The 2 fumbles. The two
No, we
fumbles.
had a pick. Agba had a pick.
Well,
No,
yeah.
we had 2 fumbles and a pick.
Right.
Two
So two of the
fumbles
three
that we
turnovers was
recovered,
Agba,
and
sudden.
he almost took it to the house. Almost took it to the house.
oh my god, if he would have, that would have been the defensive score
Boy,
that I called.
because hey, I remember I don't remember
Damn, if he would
who
have
said
scored that touchdown.
I don't remember who said it during the off season. I forgot the guy, one of the guys on one of the panels, or if it might have been on Twitter. I don't remember. I mean, yeah, on X. But he was talking so much smack about Ogba. And I was like, yo, you can move him to D tackle, you move him to the outside. There's a lot of potential there. And he gets that pick, and I was like, I told y'all motherfuckers, bro. Y'all don't listen,
Hey,
dog. Excuse my language.
PG
I curse, bro.
man.
I'm sorry.
Oh
Papa
Lord,
Sorry,
Paul.
PG.
Lord.
Hey, y'all kids, don't say curse words. It's
What's up,
bad.
Crypto?
What's up, Papa
How you
Paul?
doing, Papa
How you
Paul?
doing, Miss Benz? I am doing fantastic today, of course.
What
How
a
Mm.
y'all
beautiful
doing?
game, wasn't it? What a game.
Oh my God. Nobody expected anything like that. Not at all. It was fabtabulous.
It really was. I mean, if you really think about it, are we ever gonna see this again, guys? Be honest with me. Are we ever gonna see something like that again? Like, not
It
even
doesn't
Tom
really.
Brady
Well,
Patriots.
it normally happens in 7 year in like 30-year spans. So mathematically, it's probably not happening again. But who knows?
Who knows?
Well,
Maybe we
30
got the
years
bad
from now, more
playbook.
than
We're good
likely, I
again.
won't be alive.
Well, I definitely will. But I'm sure
Hopefully,
you
I'll be
will.
still kicking around.
Hopefully. Hey, I'm Miss Fins. I'm out. Thank you for having me on.
Big
Cutler,
Philly, of course. You
Crypto,
know I gotta
Sharif,
have you
Big
in the
Papa
show,
Philly,
Paul.
man.
nice seeing you.
All right, big Philly.
As always, I gotta
I'll
run
see
into
you at the
Walmart. I gotta
Philly
finish
game,
that
right? You'll
building.
be at the Philly game.
Dog, we backed out, bro. I backed out, dog. I couldn't do it.
Oh, you're
I
not gonna
told
be up
her,
there, okay?
nah, I had to back out, bro. Cause we're gonna go to. The thing is, so my wife is Haitian, and her nephews just came from Haiti under that Biden pearl. So we took them in. So now I'm a parent.
Okay,
And
Congrats,
we decided,
congrats.
okay.
yeah, I know, right? So then now we
Congrats.
decided to take them to Disney in November, and Disney's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So
That
so
is
we're like, you know what? It's either Disney or Philly, so we picked Disney. So we're gonna go to
Right.
okay.
Disney.
No,
Have
no,
some
I
fun.
get it.
But
I get it.
hey, man, y'all have a good day. I'm gonna go
Yep.
finish building my studio. So my studio should be done today or tomorrow, and I'm gonna go
Okay.
live probably tomorrow, Wednesday. But
That's awesome.
I'll
Big
catch y'all
Philly.
later, man. Love all y'all. Fins up. Let's move on to next week. We
He's
got
up.
Buffalo. I don't want to hear no more 70 talk.
What's up,
No more
everybody?
70 talk.
Hey, no, today, yes. Tomorrow, moving forward,
Yep.
no. But today, we're loving this win. So I
Because
see
what
you, Big
We're
McDaniels
Philly.
did.
enjoying a
Hey, is it
historic
true?
performance.
Real quick before I go, is it true that McDaniels was in the fans? Because I saw some pictures of McDaniels in the fans and the fans, like the fans. I'm
That
sorry.
that was not McDaniels. That was a look-alike.
Right.
I don't
It
know.
was a it was a
I get.
look-alike.
I
I
guarantee
I
you,
saw some
Halloween, you're gonna see
videos.
the McDaniel look.
no,
Watch.
no, it was a look-alike because I know
Well, hey,
people that
they
was
were
there.
really good then. Because
Hmm.
they had his
Yes.
headset, they had the play sheet. it looked really good. They were wearing the same outfit he was wearing. I was like, yo, is that really? I was like, why couldn't you go to my section? I could have had a job right there. I could just just would have signed me up.
That's
But
funny.
hey, no, y'all have a good day. Enjoy. I'll be on the spaces later. But
Okay.
y'all have a great
Funny.
night, guys.
All right, man.
But seriously, man, like this was such a great win, Papa Paul. Like, I don't
Oh,
even know how to.
you know what? My throat isn't sore. My mouth is sore. My mouth hurts. Not my throat. My mouth hurts.
Mhm.
Oh, I've been talking all morning. I talked all the way home last night on the phone. Plus the yelling and screaming at the game. It was crazy. Good morning, Mr. Polk. How you doing, Mr. Polk?
Hey,
I'm
Mister
doing fine. Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
Mr.
sir.
Falk.
Okay. Good morning, Miss Fans, Caller, Crypto, Sharif, and Papa Paul. Good morning.
Good
No,
morning. Good morning.
you know what? And I have people
Good
coming
morning.
back at me telling me you were right because I was talking about A Chain right after he got drafted.
I know. I saw your shirt. Remember when you showed me your shirt from training camp?
Yes.
You're like, I hope we don't trade him.
And you know what? I got to make sure he gets one of those shirts.
Absolutely, absolutely no. But this is such a historic win. It's like to me, we have to enjoy this today. You know what I mean? Because it's
Oh
all
yeah.
about balance. It's all about balance. You know what I mean? You gotta enjoy today, get it out the system, and then laser focus for your opponent coming up this Sunday. Because
Mm-hmm.
that,
Exactly.
if you don't enjoy it, then what's the point of grinding it out all season? These are the moments you have to enjoy along the way, but you also have to stay in perspective, like I mentioned earlier, and you
One
have to
game at a
take it
time.
one game at a
There
time,
you
and it's not
go.
over till it's
That's how
over.
you do it.
And I mean, yesterday it was such a balanced attack of run and pass. It was wonderful to see.
Listen,
Yeah,
I
because
see
running
offensive rookie of the
backs,
year,
um,
offensive player of the year,
Saint,
MVP. Like I'm seeing lots of awards coming to Miami. Hopefully,
Well,
I really hope so.
yeah,
If A Chain keeps it up, I called it earlier that he was going to be offensive rookie of the year.
I see it. What
man.
about you, Crazy Dolphin? Talk to me about this game.
I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I could not even sleep last night. I was so
Hmm.
pumped up, I just couldn't sleep last night. And the Dolphins, I mean, this game remind me of the 1972 Dolphins. Just the way it was so balanced on defense and all. Thing that stood out the most to me was the running back Mustard. He had Mustard getting what? A chain 200 something yards. Chris Brooks
203 yards for A Chain.
is exactly. That being said, and I know is you know with Jonathan Taylor, he can join us, but running back roster we have, we're good. The passing tour is a beast. Tour Tom beast, and he is. I mean, he is. Oh my goodness, it's just hard to say. He wants to play. He's directing defenses. He on some plays defensive player and throw the ball away from player. I mean, man, two is off the chain. He's all phases of the only had one kickback, and that was when when they ran back that was my only problem. And then, like I said, we did get, but we got to continue to
to get better. And just like with Orleans knocking the ball out of the players' hand, some of the do that as well. On the defensive line, they'll knock it. In fact, Wilkins almost got a ball placed in his hand, but he could have ran it back. So completely satisfied with the Dolphins. Now the Buffalo Bills next, and they're going to be a tough. Got a dual threat quarter. We have a better, to me, we have a better team that then we going to be a close game, but we're going to beat them.
Well, I'll tell you
So
this. I
that's my
mean,
take.
this game, guys, you just have to understand how amazing something like this to be part of it, to even watch it on TV, because you still watched it live. You just not in the stadium, you know what I mean? To be part of it and to see something like this, or even if you catch the replay, it's such an experience. And this team is just showing you finding new ways to win. That's all that matters. All that you're seeing, the development and the tweaks. And at this point, we're maximizing the players we have, and our backups are getting experience. To make
Yes.
a deep
Yes.
playoff run, you need to have experienced backups, not just your starters. Those are a given. But when you have experienced backups, that's when you win those big games and those playoff games. Because playoffs is one and done. And you gotta do it. If you're a wild card, you gotta do that 4 times. If you're, if you
And
win your division, you still gotta do it 3 times. So yeah, this isn't. It's no joke. This is exactly what you want to see out of a team who is truly wanting to be a contender, not just for the playoffs or a playoff win in 23 years, but a legitimate contender for a Super Bowl. And I
right.
think this is what we're showing right now.
Right. And I want to add also too that with McDaniels, if you look if you look at what's they're not playing, they're not using the same game. They're changing it up, and I guess they're like I said, they're studying our and they're setting up schemes to also too they make adjustments even according to how what the other team gives us. Thing that I haven't seen in a while is that they make adjustments, according to how what our opponents show us. It's good all around with Colt McDaniels and Fangio.
It's true. I mean, my God, man, it's just so awesome. Lance, what's up? Talk to me.
What's happening? What's
What you got on this
happening?
game, sir?
Man,
What's
I'm
up?
still on a high. I can't believe it. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's against Denver." I was like,
So
70,
70.
70. I mean,
Nobody has
yeah,
dropped
you might.
70.
Yeah, I was like, you could say, whatever, 40, 50, but what 70?
Kansas City dropped
That is
41,
insane. That is
and it was like
insane.
nothing. But
They could not do anything right. I mean, we did everything right, and they did. I'll be firing if I was Denver. I'll be firing everybody.
oh, the DC
Uh,
has to
uh,
go.
oh, I mean,
The
one
DC has to go.
why would you? I mean, why would you play zone? Why? I mean, they should know by now. You do not
Sans
play
Joseph.
zone.
That's what it is. Yeah.
You do not play
So
zone
I'm just
against
about to
Tua
say
because
that.
he will eat your ass, eat
Eh,
your butt up.
I mean, it's this is the thing. We've won against man. We've won
Yeah,
against zone.
there's nothing, and we gotten a lot better against man to man. So hey,
I,
like I'm still kind of iffy on Tua, but right now he's MVP. I want to see the second half of the season of how he plays the second half of the season, and then I'm all aboard, man. There ain't nobody would be shutting me up.
Listen to me. And I want to say this. Thank you for reminding me, Lance, because I wanted to say this early and I forgot. Guys, if there's still people out there who are not 100% convinced on the team or convinced on Tua being a franchise quarterback, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to be here. I am not here to tell someone else how to fan or how they should look at the team. My job is to tell you what I see from the team.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
right
break it
now.
down, and kind
Yep.
of give you that information impartial, and then give you my opinion. But if somebody's not 100% sold, there's nothing wrong with that, because at the end
I'm,
of the day, like I said, you have to still be critical. You still gotta be able to see where can we improve, because nobody's perfect. Go ahead, Lance.
no, right now he's franchise. Right now he is You cannot deny he is not franchise material right now.
Yeah.
I
None.
mean,
I mean, the guy, these last three games, he proved me wrong in every single category there is. Now, if he could do this in the second half of the season, I'm it, it I he shut me up. He proved me wrong, and I'm glad he did.
Yep. And then also
I know.
too, Tua stepped up as far as his skill levels and everything.
Oh
He's
my God, yeah,
he's
yeah. I mean,
fully healthy, fully healthy, and then that's to me that will from what I'm seeing with his off training and I have my concern for his health is but still the injury bug is still real. So it's not just Tua I'm concerned about, it's other as well. So the injury bug is busy this and that's going to always be a
yep.
concern for each team.
That's every team. Yeah.
Now, did you all see the reminder of what Sean Payton said last year in
Oh
September?
yeah. About sitting him on the bench, and he goes,
That
"Yeah, we
Yeah.
did." And the
Yeah,
fourth
yeah.
quarter.
Well, it's September 2022. Sean Payton rips Tua and says he'll be benched for Teddy Bridgewater. September 2023, Tua goes 16 for 16 for 206 yards, 2 TDs, and 35 points in the first half versus Sean Payton.
Yep.
That's a shut up right there.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
that that's car that's
Yeah.
karma kicking you in the butt.
Oh yeah.
it really is at this point. Like, what are you gonna do? You know what
Uh,
I mean? Like, it's just no
It
shot,
is.
no shot whatsoever.
I
And you know
I
what?
almost feel bad. I almost feel bad for them from this loss, but I don't.
I don't. I don't feel bad.
I
How
don't.
many times have we been in this situation?
Right,
I don't
right,
feel bad.
right.
Nobody felt bad for us.
That's right. That's what
Nobody
I'm
felt
like.
bad for us.
Like I said, almost, but it's not gonna happen.
Hey, we gotta enjoy today. Like I said, tomorrow we start 0-0, and we gotta get that first win of the season.
There you
That's
go.
the mentality
Yep.
right there.
Hey,
Zero
my thing.
zero first win.
Yeah, our big test is this Sunday.
Yeah.
We beat them, and I'm all we're Super Bowl bound. I don't care.
Every week to me it's a test. This is the thing. I see
Yeah.
maybe I'm seeing it different
Mm.
because even these 3-0 don't feel like last year's 3-0. Every week is a test. How are we gonna find this
Mhm.
way to exploit you and maximize
Mhm.
us?
Yep.
That's a challenge every
Well,
single
well,
week because any given Sunday is real. Now I don't want to. I want to. Let me put on my super homer cap. I'm gonna be a super homer right now with my next take, guys. Guys, we can go 15-2.
Oh
We
yeah.
could also go 20-0.
You,
hmm
you know,
Like,
I
how?
had
yeah.
us
Right?
in the beginning of the season. I had us going maybe at the most 9 games of winning,
Yeah,
and
yeah, me too.
now I'm up to like 12, 13 even.
Look, if we get the opportunity to beat Buffalo, well, we'll have the opportunity. But if we're able to execute and beat Buffalo, then we got Giants, then we got Panthers. Those are all winnable games. That's 6-0. Then we got Philly, who right now has had three very close, well, two because they played tonight. Two very close games the first 2 weeks. To me, the most complete team is still Philly. They got the offense, defense, special teams.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think that still holds true in the NFC, but in the AFC, I don't know.
San Fran in the NFC.
Hmm.
San Fran is 3-0,
Yeah, them too. Yeah, but I mean,
and they've
complete
been
defense. They got offense,
yeah, but
defense,
they've been their
special
power
teams.
rankings been up in number one.
Holy smokes, Lance! Look at what you got to deal with. That's crazy.
Road construction in I'm just north of Toledo.
Wow,
Ohio.
Texas. Everything's bigger than Texas, including their traffic jams.
Wait a minute. You say Toledo?
I'm doing my
Lance,
half hour break.
she said
Yeah,
Lance, you
Toledo.
said
I'm just north of.
Toledo? Yeah, you
Yeah,
in
I'm just north.
Ohio then.
Yeah, I'm right on the Michigan Ohio
Oh my
border there
God,
on
it's so hard.
75.
Look, I don't know. I thought that was in Texas. My bad. Oops.
I got you. I knew what you were talking about.
You know what I meant. You know
Hmm.
what I meant.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. But I mean, look, I gotta ask this question because I want to be a little saucy this morning. I gotta ask the panel: is what the Dolphins doing sustainable, ladies and gentlemen? I want to hear from everybody in the panel. Is this sustainable? Go
I will
ahead,
Hell
Paul.
answer
yeah,
yes if we keep this. If we have the same mystique that we have been having past couple of weeks, yes.
Okay, let's
I
hear
agree
Paul.
with
How
him.
about Paul?
I agree with him 100%. It's very sustainable. I mean, we don't even have all our best players in, and the offensive line has been balling out. It and the quality of run pass is it's very sustainable, very sustainable.
Hey, let you got
Okay,
to
great.
also give it up for Hunt. Did you see those blocks? That oh my God, he laid dudes out. He laid dudes out for the runner.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
these guys are all.
Oh,
They're not playing this year.
No, and I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it's not only
Yeah.
it's just like with A Chain, not only his speed, but the moves he had and the tackles he slipped out of.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
It's,
what about you,
uh,
Crazy Dolphin, Mr. Poe? Is what the Dolphins doing sustainable?
yes, because what I'm seeing McDaniels again, they're not using they using the same scheme in each game. Also, the opponent is catching on to this both of Fangio and McDaniels are changing it up. So if they and also scouting the opponents, yes, I can be sustainable. I agree.
I agree with everybody
Uh,
up here.
I think so too, man.
I mean, it
It definitely is. And I think that right now we have, again, because we have backups with experience now, I think it's sustainable. That's what's
Hmm.
giving me that
Yeah.
feeling. The backups with the experience is what's giving me the feeling that this is absolutely sustainable. You know
yeah.
what
I
I
mean,
mean?
we didn't play
And you
with
know,
our with two of our top players that I know of,
exactly. And right now, guys,
Waddle and
teams,
Phillips.
I can't wait till we see what else this team has to offer because I'm telling you right now, I don't know if you know this, but guess what? Dolphins, they're here to they're we're building this team. You know what we're doing? We're building a 90s team. A 90s
Yeah.
team. That's what we're
Yeah.
building. And I said this last night on TFTG. I said, man, it feels like the Dolphins are taking their approach with the team and Tua and like Liam and their young rookies, and the approach is, no, we're gonna give you guys time to develop. You know what I mean? Because back in the day, you had quarterbacks, and I said this last night, they'd have 3, 4, 5 years to develop, get hone in their skills, and then play for another 10, 15 years and play at the top level, you know? And I think that's exactly what the Dolphins are doing right now, and it feels good
Yeah.
because right now,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see any other team giving their rookies this much time to develop like we are, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. Because
that type of football, I can't wait till it comes back. That was real good old fashioned football. That like 80s, 90s football to me was the best football.
No,
And
that was more like what you saw in the 70s. I know you weren't
yeah,
even a
yeah.
gleam in your mama's eye back then, but
my parents weren't even barely born. So, but still, like, they were
Papa
gents,
Paul,
and even that, like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
oh,
I mean, the run
That
game
was.
yesterday was ridiculous. It
Mm-hmm.
was incredible to see.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen a run game like that in forever.
South Plantation's going all right high right now with Chosen because
Oh
that's where
yeah,
Chosen
Oh
went to
yeah,
high
yeah,
school, right?
yeah,
oh my
yep.
God,
Yeah.
yeah,
South
yeah.
Plantation. I played against them. I'm a Broward girl,
Yeah.
so for me, oh, the Epps, the link is at the very top, by the way.
Yeah. See, I went to
Uh,
Plantation,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so we were rivals.
you went to Plantation.
Right.
I'm not gonna tell
Yep.
you what high school I went to, because it'll be a dead giveaway from where I'm from. But I am a Broward girl, and yeah, I played versus all those teams. Trust me,
Pipe,
and they were
Piper,
annoying, but I
Papa Paul,
Piper.
absolutely love.
oh, if you
Go
think
Yeah,
ahead.
about
go
it,
ahead.
the running back remind me of the Sammy Dolphins when you're talking about Morris, Jim Kick. If you kind of look at there's a slight similarity to them. You got Mustard. We have and then you throw in Chris Brooks, who the the uh the
I
the three
yes,
committee.
Miss
Yeah.
Spence. I agree with Greg right there. They did mess
Yep.
up by letting us draft a Barry Sanders clone to go with Hill and Waddle.
That's a good one.
Yes, I mean, talking to Dolphin Winners this morning, and he was even saying the people at the bar were talking about A Chain, and there was people like, "Who is this guy?" And I mean, he is. It's not just the speed. I mean, you saw his speed yesterday, but the moves and how he slipped out of some of those tackles
Yeah.
Yeah.
and stayed on his
Yeah.
feet.
You
His
know what? It would have been great
shiftiness
when
and
he
his
when he did that
ability to see
last.
the different gaps too. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
He
he
Ed.
made
followed. He followed his blockers. He could
when he did
Go
that
see.
ahead,
last
man.
Go
when he
ahead.
did that when he ran that last touchdown. I wanted to play MC Hammer. Can't touch this. Ding, ding.
But I mean, oh, I can't. I can't wait for the rest of the year. You know, it's
Yeah.
every
Yep.
game's going to be
Yep.
exciting.
Yep. I'm back to that
Next
feeling.
week. I mean, next week is. I had a feeling this was going to be a very exciting year, but this is just beyond exciting at this point. Next week, yes, that's going to be a tough game in Buffalo, but I'm still saying when we
Yep.
beat them next week. I'm not saying if. I'm saying when because I have faith. When we beat them next week, we're going to end up sweeping the whole AFC East this year.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I call that. I said we win this first game versus Buffalo. I see us going 6-0. And people were like, I don't know, Mr. I'm like, at least 5-1. But I'm seeing 6-0. What's
Now,
up, Epps? How you doing?
Good
Welcome.
good
What's up, El?
morning. Good morning. Good afternoon to
One, two,
everyone.
three. God, I haven't heard from you in Coon's age.
Yes.
I mean
last
that
Been
time
I'm
busy
going way
working.
back
That's why.
when.
last
That's
Been
time
busy
since
way back.
working. Working hard. Working
since
hard.
Kim. Well, I've been sick the past 2 weeks, like really sick, and yesterday was by far the best day of my entire life. Um, I still have a smile from ear to ear. I just I feel like I'm gonna wake up and this is just gonna be a dream. I
Right?
I I, I God, I was so wrong about Tua, and it just makes me like this guy is just the things I've seen him do, and like I was telling to Steven Daniels, everything you could go by down the line, the offensive line, the running game, the coaching of the way Mike McDaniel runs this offense, Javon Holland, of when I yelled at him in the first quarter to punch the ball like Ed Reed, and then he does it twice. Like, it's just so, everybody is just doing so well, and it's just so great to be a part of something like this. I'm smitten.
Yep.
I'm not going to tell you otherwise. Like,
Someone make dinner out of that thing back
shovel
there.
passes, the no look
that no look pass, Miss Phins, that got
out of
me
the
because
rooster,
Yes.
right?
I was focused on Tyreek Hill, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? Was that a fumble? Or excuse my language. I said, was that a fumble? And then I saw what happened, and I was like, oh my God, two is elite.
Yeah, I
And
liked it when
Now
not only
everybody
did
knows
we
I
my
with
liked it where
guy.
defense,
that one part where
he was
Hollins got smoked by
Oh yeah,
Sutton,
Sutton.
and then
Did a
and then
spin
he
move.
came back and punched the ball out. I'm like, that's how
Yeah,
you do it.
yeah. I mean,
Yes,
like,
yes, yes.
that's what I'm saying.
Um,
Like, you go ahead, Paul. I'm sorry.
no, real quick. I'm going to step out, Miss Finns, because I'm going to go over jump on Stephen with Stephen D for a bit.
Go ahead.
Thank you for having me up. I love you. I love you very much. I was happy to see you yesterday. You're a
Thank you,
beautiful
thank
young
you.
lady, and I will always say that.
I
And peace, love,
appreciate
and
you.
fins up, everybody. I will be on at 12:30 today.
Same to you, Paul. Same to
Yay,
you,
okay.
go
brother.
check
Okay,
them out,
Paul.
guys. And shout out your channel real quick so they know.
WCFL
This,
Dolphins talk, or look. You can
WCFL Dolphins Talk.
yes.
Go check them out for sure. Thank you, Papa Folk,
Awesome.
for coming through. Man,
Hey,
appreciate you.
love you,
Thank you,
Miss
thank you, thank
Fins.
Show the love for our
you.
community, guys.
Peace,
Later
love,
on,
and
Paul.
fins up, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Fins up, brother.
all right,
My
Papa
God,
Paul.
but ladies and gentlemen, this team right now, it's just clicking on all cylinders, and
And
that's what you want to see out of your team.
the
Yeah, I
tweets,
mean they were
That's
jiving
what
all
you need.
day.
the tweets I saw
Yeah.
from everybody yesterday, Miss Fins, and the tweets I saw from you. I'm so happy for you to be able to be at that game. Like, that's something you will never forget. And like,
I will never forget. And then
I'm
hitting
just
a
like,
thousand subscribers on the day we win by 50 and score 70. My mind is blown, guys. Like,
yeah. Speaking of that, how do I become a member of the channel? Do you have to set
That
me
was a
up, or
treat, Miss Finn.
yes,
because
it
I
was
promised
such a
you,
treat, guys.
I
Listen,
promised you I'd be the first member, and I'm not.
I
I keep my
I know,
promises.
and trust me, I gotta get everything set up now that I qualify. Read all through their
Yeah,
thingies, and
yeah,
and once
yeah,
they let me in and say yes, I'm gonna drop everything. We'll be able to continue to do super chats and stuff. We
yeah,
still got the PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all that, but
yeah.
we'll finally have the super
I
chats and
just want to
super
be
thanks
a.
and all that.
I want to
So
be a member of somebody I think's so good for the community. Somebody's show who is it just brings smiles to you, and you've always been so good to me, and you are just I really think you're a great person, and I I I I don't I think it would be an honor for me to be a member.
thank you. I appreciate it, man. It's
Hey,
honestly, it's you
and
guys. You
and
guys make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
and this is why we got here. So come on, while we doing, let's hit these like buttons. Come hit the like
Yes,
buttons
I
so we can get
yeah,
Guys, we got
so get
70
everything she
likes
need.
for 70 points.
yeah.
70 likes for 70 points, guys. This is insane. Like, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And right now, honestly, what we do as content creators is a lot of work, so much money,
Yeah.
so much time. But
I
we
was
do it because it's so much fun to be with you guys. Look at what we're
Hmm.
doing. Lance is literally working in a truck right now, and he's still here showing up. He's still showing love. You know what I mean? Like, all of you
Like,
guys. I mean, the ladies that came on this morning, 305 Sports Babe, Finn Sanity was here,
Hmm.
Bobby Finn's Talk. They also got to 1,000 subscribers over there at Finn's Talk Sports Network. So, it's
Pamela
just nothing but
Carnes.
blessings for everybody,
yeah,
man.
the
And I
Dolphins
love that.
community is we bicker back and forth a lot at times, but when at the end of the day, we're ride or die.
and that's just how it is.
Yeah,
All of us,
yeah,
you
That's what
know,
we
like
yeah.
really are. We really are. And you know what? I'll tell you this. I can't wait to see what we got next. The next milestone that we're gonna do together. But this team is gonna continue to bring this fan together. And I said this because I'm like, I've never seen a more divisive player than Tua Tagovailoa for the fan base. Um,
and,
but it's gonna be up to him to bring us back
did you
together. And
did
if
You
you
he
know,
see the
continues to do this, he's gonna be
yep.
able to bring us together.
like
And the whole bickering this and I told you so, let it go, guys. We just dropped
oh yeah,
70
yeah.
points. It
Point
hasn't happened
if
till
you
1956.
you know
yeah, I was
what
saying
Guys, my
go
parents
ahead,
I,
still
Epps.
remember.
I was saying I don't understand how anybody could get up today, this morning, on this historic day and complain about anything. Like
No,
I mean, I
obviously
got
there's stuff
one
you can
little complaint, but other than that,
obviously, obviously there's stuff you
One.
can nitpick about, but like there's no reason to ever get off this bus right now. It's just like right now, let's ride this until our targets are on Buffalo, obviously, but at this point, we deserve this. We need to enjoy this. We need to just
this
remember,
is for the
like,
Yeah.
fans right here.
well, just
yeah,
because this will never happen again. This is
exactly.
Oh
But
history.
no, 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 no.
This is history.
Mm,
60 years,
yeah.
guys, 60
Yeah.
years. And had we gotten those three more points, it
and
would have been 1940.
the worst part
Yeah.
about it
1940.
is we had 8 minutes left,
Yep.
and McDaniel was trying to run the ball out. He was trying to run the clock, but we just nope. We just kept like I
The
mean
only thing,
he was
the only
If Brooks
thing that
would have
would have,
got that touchdown, I would have been like, "Thank you so
the only thing that would have been better
uh,
if we would have scored 72 for the
I know
undefeated.
people I know and I want to say I
Oh,
know
that would have been dope.
there's a lot of people
That
that are
would
like,
have
oh,
been dope.
Yeah.
Like
there's a lot of people that are like, oh, we should have went for the record and this, that, and the other. But I think that,
that's only
yeah, I
I,
think,
I go
But
both
I
ways on
know.
that. I think, I mean, for to put that on his resume, that's big.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
You know what I
well,
mean?
I think being the
It
ball
is.
boy for Denver and then putting up 70 on them when they wouldn't even give you a head coaching interview is pretty good on your resume.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
but
Yeah,
73
yeah.
would have been sweeter.
Like I said, I can go either way. I can go either way with
Yeah,
that. I agree. He did
the
the right, the good thing,
yeah.
but
yeah,
at the same time, you can't deny.
yeah. The bottom line is
Yeah,
McDaniel's more classy than some of us would have been.
yeah.
Simple
I
as
would have
that.
gone for it.
I'm
Yeah,
just tired of it. I'm
I would
tired of
have
it.
just
We
kept
always got to be
scoring.
nice. We
Yeah,
always
yeah,
got to be the nice
I'm
guys.
I'm done being the nice guy in the football league.
Thank you. Can we
yeah. And I
finally?
think,
We ripped out their hearts, and that's what I wanted. So at least I was happy with that.
and
Why
what
did
I,
Mike White throw the ball? Period, Mike. Okay, because it's just what the defense gave him. I remember that play vivid, like I'm watching it right now in my head. The defense allowed for the Robbie Chosen touchdown. Like
yeah,
it's what the defense gave him.
poor
So
Patrick
why not?
Sertan was poor Patrick Sertan was so
Oh,
defeated, and he just
Dude,
got
he
yeah.
was
Oh
so
my
tired.
goodness.
You could see that
he got
that man was
gassed.
so
Yeah,
tired.
he got
He
gassed. I
played
mean,
for guys.
Mm.
His daddy is
imagine
a
trying to keep
legend.
up with Tyreek Hill on that many offensive possessions for that long in the Miami Heat. I mean, he was gassed.
And the fact that he's doing this and he's going up against the team that made his daddy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
this gotta be an emotional already game for him,
yeah,
for that aspect. And
right.
two, it's like, holy smokes, I'm out
Sir,
here literally by myself. He was their defense.
I know.
You know what I mean?
And they
Like
lost. They lost their two
sir,
top tacklers in that game, I believe.
Sir Tame will be here in the next 2 years.
if he
I
comes
yeah.
back
Well,
home,
he I
I
heard he
mean
was
that'll
wearing
be
a
beautiful.
I heard he was wearing an old style Miami Dolphins shirt pre-game. So
He might have
Shout out
been
to
I
the
wearing
think
under.
daddy.
He might have been wearing it under his jersey.
yeah, I heard he was wearing. Yeah, no, I
Maybe. I mean, that's the team you grew up watching. That's the team you saw your
Yeah,
daddy make,
yeah,
make
yeah.
plays after plays after plays after plays. So at the end of the day, you're gonna wanna represent. And
And if you
that's what you had. What's up, Alex? Welcome, sir.
What's going on, Miss Phins?
There's my
So,
hey
Hey, we
Alex.
got
What up,
thousands.
man?
what's
Alex.
going
We
on,
got
guys?
Alex is
thousands
here to
subs.
tell me.
We scored
Alex is here to
70.
tell me, Epps, I told you so. Hey, Alex.
Nah, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
No,
I
Epps.
Stop
told you
it.
to be
Don't, I don't
patient.
want to hear that. I don't want to be hear that. I don't
I,
want to
I
hear
got a,
no.
that.
I got a, I got a concern for Finn Fellum. So, you want to know how I know that this defense was a sixth-ranked defense? Because Kevin Harlan in the pregame when he was going over the defensive lineups, he even said that Vangio's defense is sixth overall in the NFL right now. So that's how I know, and it's no fantasy rank or anything like
Yeah.
that. It's actually coming from the announcer, Kevin Harlan
Yeah,
and Trent Green. So
I can see that. I can see that. But
so
this
know your
I have
defense
stats,
something.
buddy.
again,
I have something I want to
Didn't
say,
didn't Fan
Alex.
it's not even
wasn't
just our
Fangio
offense.
wasn't Fangio their defensive coordinator?
Yes.
Back
Yep.
I
He
have
was
didn't
their
he
something
head
I
leave
want
on
to.
coach.
good terms?
And head
He was
coach.
their head coach,
And then head
Lance. He was
coach.
their head
Oh,
coach.
okay. So did he
Yeah.
leave on good or bad terms? I don't
No, he got
remember.
fired. He was fired.
Yeah, Miss
Oh, I
Fins.
bet they're kicking themselves. I bet
I'm gonna
he
head
made a
out so you
statement.
guys. I'm gonna head out so you guys can have some more people to talk. But before I do, I want to say something to Alex, and I want to. Alex is such a great guy. He has always been patient with me, and he has always told me to be patient, and he has always listened to my BS and all the stuff that I get mad about and this and that. And Alex, you were right the whole time, man. And I respect you so much, and you are a great dude. And I just want to let you know, man, that
Hey, if you
through
good,
all the
bro.
ups
I
and downs,
appreciate it,
man,
brother.
through all the ups and downs, man, I appreciate you, Alex. I really do, brother.
Hey, same here. If
Yeah,
you're good people, bro. Always stay
yeah,
blessed, bro.
yeah. Alex is cool, a cool dude. Alex is a cool dude.
I just want to put that out there because I've given Alex a lot of
Going in the
BS,
elevator. 1 second.
and
Yeah.
he's
See,
always
Miss Fins, we bring everybody together. So
yeah.
there you go.
But I'm
There
gonna
you go.
my
But
Yeah,
I don't want
Epps,
to
see,
talk
listen,
too.
feel better, sir.
Yeah,
Feel
I don't want
better,
to talk too
Epps.
long
Get
because
healthy soon.
my throat and everything. I don't want to talk too long because that just brings more to it. But
You
yesterday
got
was a
this. You're
big
gonna pull through.
yesterday was like a big adrenaline shot for my sickness. It was like getting like a huge shot of penicillin or something. I don't know.
Beautiful.
So I
Dolphin
love all you
ceiling.
guys, man.
Dolphin ceiling.
Yeah, Dolphin selling. I love all you guys. Truckers, so nice to talk to you again. Crypto, everyone, man. You guys are all great, man. Fins up, and
All right,
I'm so
man.
happy to be.
All
I'm
right,
so
Epps.
happy to be a part of this with all you guys,
all
man.
right. Yeah.
Like, let's
Feel
keep
Appreciate you,
better,
Ed.
enjoying.
Epps. Feel better.
Let's keep
I keep you
enjoying
in my.
this. Yes, yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Thank you
Y'all
guys
have
for
a
coming
wonderful,
through.
wonderful day, man.
Yeah,
You
but
too.
listen, I mean, guys, this is just too crazy. Listen, right now the Miami Dolphins are number one in the division.
All right.
Number
Yeah, I
one
just got off the elevator. I heard
in the,
everything that F said. Miss Spence, I'm sorry. I
oh,
apologize for cutting you off. I didn't mean to do that. Um, I heard
no,
everything
no, go
Eb
ahead, go ahead,
said.
go ahead.
Epps, bro. If you're still listening, bro, I know you went off. I appreciate it, bro, and you stay blessed, bro. You and your family, bro, as always. And
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
appreciate
But
all the
guys,
good,
we're
all the
number
kind
one
words,
in the
bro.
division, number
Yeah.
one in the conference, number one in the league right now. Or yeah, we're number one in the league.
Yeah, we're they're only three and
Like
zero.
right now, well, no, 49ers are 3-0, but we have a
Oh,
bigger points scored, like points for than they do
yeah. Right,
because
right.
they got
You know,
90 points scored and
yeah.
we have 130 in 3 weeks. Let that
It's
sink in, guys.
And
you
just
want to
think we
know
did that without Waddle.
Without
what's really
Waddle,
funny.
man.
You want to know
What?
what's really mind boggling is the fact is that people are still not on board because they think that Tua is not the reason why they're winning, and
Oh
That's
it's
well.
only
fine.
because of
Everybody has
Hold
their
it's
on.
only
I
Okay,
because
got
of
Alex.
one.
You know
Tyreek.
what?
It's
everybody has
because
Al-
of
their own
Tyreek.
No, here's the
That's
thing, Alex. You're gonna
everybody has
always
their
have
own
the haters out there because some people just don't can't
it's not
accept that
hating,
Tua is that
guys.
quarterback. And see, here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this because last year I critiqued Tua on two things: his skill set and his health. But he's he's changed my mind on both of them because his skill set is off the chain. If anybody wants to question Tua, watch this replay of this game and watch Tua. Just watch Tua. because I'm telling you, he has stepped up his skill set during the off season. He's trained hard. He's bulked up. He looks good. Now, am I concerned about his health? Yes, just like I would any other player or any other 31 teams, because the injury bug is going crazy in the NFL. So it's not just Tua; it's the whole NFL. Kudos to
Exactly, all
Tua.
NFL. But this is
Right,
the thing. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, even if people still have some trepidation, maybe they're still a little bit concerned. You know what? It's okay. Let them be because, like I
right,
said earlier, it's up to Tua to be the one to continue to bring the fan base together. There will be one point a changing of the guards
Yeah.
where you see those
hmm
people come around, and I'm not here to persecute anybody. Like, listen to me. I stand on everything I've ever said about Tua and this team because this is not about Tua. I'm a Miami Dolphin fan.
You got to understand, Alex.
Dolphin
They'll come
This is
fan.
around in
about
their
the
own time.
team.
Hmm.
This is about the team. And I'm gonna
Right.
critique everybody in this team, and I stand by everything that I've said. This is what they showed me at this moment, and that's why I said it. And you show me something else, congratulations, you're growing. You're improving. You're showing me you're taking this serious and you are getting yourself into the next level. So I'm gonna talk about that. But you know what? If somebody still has that trepidation, that's on them. I can't tell you how
That's
to
on
fan,
them.
guys.
Well,
Hmm.
that's how
You know what I mean?
that's what I said. He could prove to me he could do what he does in the first half of the season. In the second half of the season, I'm all aboard.
I mean, he's playing
Right.
at a franchise level
Hmm.
Yes.
right now.
Oh
Even
yeah,
if you
Yes, he
don't
by
think
is.
he
Yes,
is
he
without a
yet,
is.
doubt.
even if you don't think he is yet, because to your point, Lance, I gotta see it in December. You know what I mean? I gotta see what you do at
Right.
the end. I get that,
Hmm.
100% valid. But right now, he
Hmm.
is playing at a
He is playing.
franchise level right now. But
And
you
Yep.
know,
and in
he's gotta continue that consistency to
100.
solidify that.
oh,
Yep.
100%. You know, and
100%.
a buddy of mine who is, by the way, not a Dolphins fan. He's a Giants fan. Right? He sits there and says, "You could put Mac Jones into this offense, and he will light it up. You could put your Mike White into this offense, and he would light it up. You could put Zach Wilson into this offense, and he will light it up. You know, you could put
You
all
don't have
those.
to go there, Alex. I
That's what
mean,
no, that's what he was
why you
telling me,
keep
and I was
fighting
like, what?
these battles and these police wars with them when you could just talk about your team doing well? You have the whole comparison and contrast is pretty much dead. I mean, if everybody's not on board and not a believer, and the media is not a believer, just let them believe. Let them be them. You don't have to go around
Yeah,
Yeah.
policing the whole world and putting them on and
Hmm.
making them automatons of the Miami Dolphins.
it is what it is. At
It's
this
not gonna
point,
happen anyway. People going,
it's to
yeah.
each their own. Go ahead.
And
Sorry,
just
Chris,
like
Mr. Pope.
no, no, you're saying it right there. Miss Finn's been saying it ever since the show came on. Everybody's going to have their own opinion anyway, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, at the end of the day, like I said, those who are like us, we are very pleased with where Tua is at and his progress. So, we just have to see it the rest of the season. That plain and simple. And
Yeah.
uh,
And
Crypto heard me say this on other platforms. I critique any player that becomes a Miami Dolphins. I don't care who they are, if they're a veteran or a rookie. If you can take us to help, you can help us go to the Super Bowl. Hey, I'm all aboard that. But if you're not, then we need to move on from me and bring somebody in that's gonna
I agree with
help
that,
us out.
Crazy.
yep.
I agree with that.
A
Yeah,
hundred
I do.
percent, 100%. I mean, and that's what you want to see, that consistency. That's what takes him to that next level, as a QB. And as long as he continues to do that, guys, we're gonna see performances like this. And right now, we're getting spoiled. Right now, I am getting. I'm definitely signing up for season tickets next year. But like at this point, this is what as fans what we deserve supporting this team, and it just goes to show that it might take time, but right now we're finally getting what we're looking for, which is just great play on the field. You know what I
And
mean?
what
Hmm.
I'm
Great
also
play on the
glad
field.
what I'm also happy for is that my daughter just moved from Reno, Nevada to Boynton, and she's going to see her first Miami game. She's been to, well, obviously she's a Dolphin fan.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
awesome.
it's going to be her first game, Miami game. She's
First
go,
home game.
yep,
Mm.
and we're playing against what did she say? Vegas. We're playing against the Raiders, and her second game will be the Titans.
Oh, that's dope.
Okay.
Hey,
Mm.
that's gonna be fun games, period. Because and this is another reason why I had said that the Broncos game was a must win. Conference games. When you're dealing with standings in the playoffs, these are the games that matter. Not just the divisional games, the conference games. Because look, no matter I want to beat the Giants, but we lose to the Giants, they're in the
All
NFC.
of them matter though,
It hurt, you know. Yeah,
because
true,
at the end it could become a
but
tiebreaker where wins or loses. Remember, we took
that
this
is true.
attitude against Minnesota last year.
Right
Had
now,
we won that game, we wouldn't have been in a predicament at the end of last
and the
season.
same thing I said about the Colts 3 years ago, which is why I said this game versus the Broncos is a must win. But the non-conference games don't hold as much weight as the conference games, and we have more conference games than not. And right now, we're taking care of these
Mm.
conference games. I'm not saying not to not win the non-conference games, but this is shows goes to show this Broncos game means way more than just the 70 points. Playoff time, that seeding, that's where we're really gonna see the effect of this game. You know what I
You,
mean?
you
And
know,
And
Yep.
that's
you know what's not
Hey,
getting. Go ahead, Lance. I'm sorry.
I,
sorry, Lance. Go
I
ahead.
was no. Just a quick question: does it cost anything to go to the tailgates?
No,
If you do
it's plenty to
tailgater,
eat.
yes,
I mean, you can get
I mean,
in,
tailgater,
but it's just
other than
nothing.
food, other than food.
no, no. So you
No.
can. This is what I do. Let me tell you what
I
I do
didn't
as a
think
fan.
so.
I park away from the stadium and I walk a mile into the stadium, and then I just go to the tailgates. So you don't pay for the tailgates. You pay for parking if you pay for parking. But if you pay for parking, you pay for parking. But you could park elsewhere and walk a very long way
Yeah.
to the tailgates, and you'll be good. And I'm telling you right now, you're gonna see East 12 to me, East 22, Eastern, all that whole row. It's phenomenal. You're gonna see all those guys there, and to be honest with you, I mean, at this point,
Yeah, because I told her to hit
so
everybody
much
up. I
fun.
because I would tell her who to go to. I definitely want her to go to 23 to go see Cam and uh, Stephen D.
So there,
And
so
I want her
that's
to
gonna
meet you
be East
guys.
22 technically.
East
East
22. Oh,
32
22.
became East 22 because
22.
technically they renamed them or whatever. But yeah, so East 12 and East 22 or East 32 is not technically East 22, the physical
Right.
location. But
Right.
it's
Right.
still the same road that
Oh, okay.
12 22 row and the east side. That's where it's just so much fun. It's unbelievable, man. If you've
Let
never
me.
been,
Uh,
it's an
the,
experience.
the last time I went to a game, it was at the Orange Bowl. I'll just put it that way.
Oh my
no,
god, in
don't feel
high
bad.
school, right? Like I went there once. That's it. Like that's all I can remember. Like I went there
Same
once.
here, Lance. I'm
Like
with you
not,
on that,
not,
Lance.
not showing my age or anything, but I'm just saying.
I'm trying to keep mine a little bit on low key too. I'm trying to keep
listen,
my
nothing
low
wrong with
age
that.
low key too.
I still got my seat.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean,
Man, I
it's
wish
not in
I
the
would have
best
kept one of those
condition, but
seats. I will tell you this. I was looking at my old pictures, and like I saw my brother and I when we were kids, and we made it to the Dolphins stadium before I think it was still called Sun Life Stadium,
Oh, okay,
and
yeah.
it was all orange, and I'm like, oh my god, the seats are orange. That's so cool. Like I wish I had one of those seats, man. I really do, cause If I can find somebody that has one of those seats, man, I want it. You know what I mean? I want it. Like at this point, I want guys, special guest, beer guy. Brr, 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 brr. How you doing, sir? Remember
What's
to
up,
keep
big guy?
because we got kids
Hey,
questions too.
long time no see, beer guy.
You're muted.
We
You're
on
What's
muted.
mute,
going
bro.
on, everybody?
Well, you got
We
some
What's
all
going
echoing.
good,
on?
man. How you doing?
I'm kind of feeling some type of way. I'm still don't know if I woke up and they really scored 70. Did they
You
score
weren't
70?
dreaming,
I'm
beer
just,
guy. You weren't
no, that
dreaming.
was no dream. It was
That was no
real.
dream.
I
That was
thought I
real.
was really drunk yesterday. I was walking around the tailgate after the game, asked people, was I drunk or did they score 70? I just want to make sure, yeah.
My boy Beer Guy in the building.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
that
I'm at
wasn't no
Great Wolf.
college game. That was the Miami Dolphins.
I'm at Great Wolf
Okay,
Lodge
okay.
right now with the kids. So
It was the Dolphins, right? They scored 70. I'm not tripping, right?
No, you're not. That was
Hey,
the
Miss
no,
Finn,
Miami
no,
it
you're
was so
not.
Dolphins.
crazy
You
yesterday.
can pinch yourself, Beer
I had
Guy.
to ask
It's
people in
reality.
Spanish. I was like, the Dolphins scored 70, like 70 puntos, like 70.
70, dude. Like, yes. 70 smackarooskies. Like,
You
I
know,
thought
seventy.
to say like
you
7,
want to
like
know
7
who I think
zero, right?
you want to know who I think deserves the game ball besides Tua, Devon. You know, we can name a lot of guys that deserves the game ball,
Yeah.
but
There's a
how
whole
about the
bunch of
offensive
them.
line? How about that
Nah,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know
how
offensive
who
about
wore the
the?
line?
jerseys when
Uh,
they walking off
Hey,
the
how?
field?
I
No,
mean,
There was
Mostert,
no grass seats in the
Mostert,
jersey. jerseys. Yeah.
A
All
Chain.
do. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
no,
There's
no.
too many people that played great to
Right.
give the
The
ball to
whole
one
team
person.
gets it at this
It's the
point.
The
The
whole
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 team.
Yeah,
team
team
the
gets
ball.
And Alex, we got to thank the offensive coach coordinator coach because he's new. He's a new kid on the
yeah,
block,
yeah.
and ever since the season started, the line's been has gotten even with Kendall Lamb and Armstead being out. I mean, the line has been looking good as far as passing and running, especially
Right.
with this game we just played.
And like I said earlier, I mean, do you see Hunt down the field blocking still?
those
Remember
second
last
Mm.
and
year,
third level blocks, man, were
he was
amazing.
just like he was like standing around, like the rest of them standing around. Once they got beat or something, they just stopped. They're not stopping. They keep going.
I think
I'm
Austin
telling
Jackson
you,
part of that too.
this year's 3-0 does not feel like last year's 3-0. Last year's
No,
3-0, I was shocked. This year 3-0, I was like,
I feel so
whoa.
good this year. I mean, we
Thing
have
thing about this year's
so many
our blowout
weapons
game
this
came
year.
earlier.
Hmm.
Our big blowout game came early in the season. That's what makes
You
this
Eh,
3 and
realize
0
that this game
special.
just put
I think we're going to
We
have
didn't
two.
have to wait 12 weeks. We didn't have to wait 12 weeks to get it,
guys, you
We're
realize that
to
we
get a
were
complete
hammering,
game.
guys, we were hammering for the six touchdown game by two. We just put up 10. You realize what this one game did? Like now I'm gonna look
Yeah,
at a
to the
40 burger
numbers.
and I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah, hey, they did
it
good.
gave us so much
40
a
is still
cushion
good.
now that, yeah,
40 is still good.
No, but
we're
40
pretty
is
much
insane.
locked as the number one scoring team for at least a month now.
Yeah,
Lock.
absolutely.
and right, and don't forget this was supposed to be a trap game from some of the analysts that said was saying this was
I
supposed
said
to
it.
be a trap game for the Miami Dolphins.
I said it because
All right.
of the importance of it. Because these are the types of games traditionally the Dolphins I have played down to their opponents.
Yes, good point, Miss Vince. That is
So,
true.
what's up,
What's up,
Yep.
Manzano? How
Anthony?
you doing, sir?
I
I'm
think
Doing
I
doing
think
solid.
we're
fine.
I
For
think
me
we're
the
going to have
reason
another
What's up,
blowout.
man?
We're
for
going to have
for
another blowout game.
Yep.
You calling in
for me
Buffalo
the
or
reason
what?
why I thought it was a trap game. Look what happened to the Cowboys the later that day. They were
Ooh,
overlooking they overlooked the
Yep.
Cardinals and they got didn't they?
Yes,
And look at
they
what
did.
happened with
Shellac.
Jacksonville. Look at
Yep.
perfect example. Look at what happened with
I
Jacksonville.
don't
They
I don't look at
overlooked.
the
Jack,
Jacksonville one as a trap though, because Jacksonville is beating them.
Jacksonville's overrated.
Jacksonville's beat has lost
They're
to
so
Houston the
overrated.
last
It's not even
five
funny.
outings.
That's not a
Yeah, but
trap game
Dallas,
for them. That's a divisional opponent that always beat
Jacksonville,
them.
Crypto,
Yeah.
Jacksonville is overrated. They are so
No,
No,
overrated
then
for this
I'm not
no,
going
moment.
to
they're
go that
not.
far and
No,
say
they're
it's
not.
Yes, they are.
overrated.
No,
Yes,
no,
they
They
are.
played
No,
a
they're
Houston
not,
Texans
Alex.
team.
They
They
play
played a Houston
divisional.
Texans team that beat them the last 5 times in Jacksonville. Stop
Houston
it.
is
Exactly. Like
trash.
that's just they're not trash
Okay,
either, man.
whatever,
They're a
man.
young team, Alex. But
They played
outside
a division opponent that plays against them very well. Stop it.
that's what happened. Which it happens in every division. It happens in every division.
Okay,
Hello,
If
then
you're going to
we
go
Dallas
in
were
there
versus
thinking that they was going to beat the Houston
guys.
Texans, you had another
We
thing
were the Texans
coming. And that
of the
was one that
Patriots.
I overlooked and I didn't think about the
yeah.
history of
There's
them two
certain teams
teams.
that have a team's
They
number,
beat
and I think
Jacksonville 5 times in a row
yeah,
in
and
Yeah,
Jacksonville.
but Jacksonville's supposed to be this big bad monster with all
No,
young
no,
They're
talent
not.
all
They're
over the
still
no.
who they
place.
They're a
are.
brand new team.
No, they're
They're a
not.
baby. They're a baby team. A baby
They're a team
quarterback, a
that
baby
don't not
offensive
that
team.
don't play their division opponents to well. It is what it is.
They're a
yeah,
young team, man. They're developing.
yeah. The
It
Like
the
doesn't
perfect
matter because
I mean,
Cleveland
but
always do the same thing to
if we want to go to
Cincinnati.
that take, bro, the Bills fans said that about us until when we beat them last year. They had our number for a little minute
hey,
too.
Yeah,
Buffalo's
they
had our
did,
number
but
for years.
they still they had a number for a long time. But
And Buffalo had
they you don't just go into there and sweep them right away. You still split. It takes
no.
baby steps. It's gonna take a while
Yeah.
before Jacksonville figures that franchise out. Just
Yeah,
like
I
it's gonna
mean, look.
take a while before Joe Burrow and the Bengals figures the Browns out. It is what it is.
I mean, it
yeah
took us how long?
no
How
and
long did it take us? How long did it take us to beat Buffalo?
About like
Yeah,
what,
Buffalo
about
had our
almost
4 or
a
5
number for
decade,
years.
years.
almost a decade.
yeah, no
Right.
facts.
So I mean,
You gotta start considering the division matchups is different
Yeah,
from
they're
outside division
different. They're
matchups.
not even. Yeah, they're way different than regular non-con.
No
Again,
matter what the record is, Alex, look how we were 4-12 and we beat the New England Patriots in Foxborough the year they went to the Super Bowl. So stop it.
and
Yeah,
didn't Jacksonville
Division
beat us
opponents and
last
division
year,
matchups are
year before
different.
last?
Different though. It is different. I mean, because everybody was labeling Jacksonville as one of the playoffs,
up and
one of the
coming,
dominant
bro.
playoff
But
They
teams
they
out there,
are
and then
upcoming
they're
team.
up
They
and
are an upcoming
coming.
but
team.
they,
They're
And next
upcoming
week when they play
team,
a team
Alex.
outside their division, they're gonna show you that they were for real.
Exactly. It's just divisional games will always be toughest. You play them twice a year, every year. You know who
Exactly.
you're going up
We just
against.
put up 70 points on a non-divisional team, and we only beat the Patriots by 7. That was a division opponent. Division opponents are
Exactly.
tougher. What don't
Hey, look at
you
Way,
last year
understand
on the
about
road
that?
against the Jets.
way tougher. Like,
I
It's like
agree.
with
I agree
Buffalo.
with you,
We're
Crypto, on
not
that
gonna blow.
division
We're
point
not
Lost
gonna.
stuff. I
last
do
year
We're
agree with
not
road
you
gonna
on
against
blow
the
that.
Jets.
Buffalo out the
I
water.
do agree
I'm
with
gonna
you on
use
that.
It's gonna
I'm
be
gonna
a
use
close
a
game.
comparison. I'm gonna use divisional rivals in the NFL are like in conference rival, like in Alabama versus Auburn or Florida versus Georgia, where no matter who
There you
they
go.
play in their conference, their games are always going to be close and stuff like
li-
that.
Right.
listen,
Division opponents they're more closer because they know you. They know your traits. They know what you like to do, the ins and outs.
Exactly.
let me, yeah, and
They
that's the
know you
one thing
more
that
than everybody else because they play you
they
more
play
than
you the
everybody
You know,
most. They
else.
I
play you the
guess
most, man.
I did go overboard on that overrated thing on Jacksonville. I guess I
Yeah,
did
they're
go
just a
overboard on that.
young team. That's all,
But
and
No,
they're
I
fresh
just
to
no,
the division,
no.
they're a
If
good
I'm not
team.
which is
mistaken,
fine,
didn't
Alex.
we
We're not
play
gonna like. Oh,
Jacksonville? Oh
I
no,
know.
no, no, we're not. But didn't we play Jacksonville last year, or
Next year
year
we play
before,
them
and
in
they
the
beat
fall. I
us?
think we play them.
No, I'm talking about last
La-
Yeah,
year
yeah,
yeah,
or
yeah.
year
yeah.
before.
It
We
that was
played them
2
and
years
they beat
ago.
us.
Yeah,
No, it's 2
we
years
haven't
ago.
beaten
Yeah,
Jack.
That's
you're
what
right.
showed.
You're
two
right.
years
Yeah, you're
ago,
right.
they beat us by
That's
3 points. Three
We
points. They
haven't
beat
we
us by
haven't
right.
beaten
But see,
Jacksonville. We haven't beaten Jacksonville in the past couple years that we played them.
and see, that what showed
2020
me
we
It wasn't
did.
these
Jacksonville
the last
was an
2 times we
upcoming
played them.
2020 we
team
did. We beat them in
when they got
2020.
Okay,
rid of
for
their
me, the
coach.
perfect example of a trap game was Cardinals versus Cowboys.
Right,
That's
Alex.
right there.
2014.
How that's embarrassing. How the hell the Cowboys lost to
I
the
don't know how the
Cardinals?
Cowboys lost to the Cardinals.
I couldn't
That
believe
Actually,
that.
remember a long
I
time
was
ago they used to be in the same division. Long time ago they used to be in the same division.
Hey, broken
And it's
clock
But
is
you
like
know,
crazy.
two
it's been a
dogs
And
in
while.
guys,
the
it's
day, man.
crazy.
Let the
St.
Cardinals
Louis
have their
lost
win.
two
teams. They lost the Cardinals and the Rams to 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 two different states. How can a city
You're
be
right.
that
They did.
unlucky?
I don't know. They don't want to
See, that's
build
NFL.
stadium. I guess I don't know. The owner want to move. I don't know.
You can't you can't take no
I
I tell you
team
guess
for
what,
the owner
granted.
just like moving.
Dak with the response. I tell you that right now. That's really concerning with Dak's response in the media. That is extremely concerning if I'm a
What did he
Dallas
You said
Cowboys
say?
fan.
who's?
What did he say?
I'll
Well,
tell
oh
you.
well, no, it's early.
I don't
Whatever.
think
We'll leave it
for
for
me.
another
I
time.
don't
I
think
mean, well,
McCarthy is behind him 100%. I think
Give me a
that's why
second.
they
I'll,
paid
I'll
for
pull it.
Trey
I'll
Lance.
send it to you, Miss Fins. Give me a second.
all right.
Yeah. Tag me on
We
Twitter
are
or whatever. But
300 yards ahead of our opponents, fellas, in the passing yards.
And Miss Fins, it's crazy when you look at the score. It was 235 to 10 games in one game. That's how crazy
Yeah.
that score.
listen to me, dude.
That score is what you
Not
would
even
see
just
in
that.
college, not in the NFL.
Exactly. Call it good.
Let me
Cause
put it to
somebody
you this
somebody
way,
asked me
guys.
that. Mhm.
In the game when we scored 35 points and we're like, oh my God, yay. And I'm thinking it's the fourth
Mm.
quarter and we're destroying them. And when I look up, it was 2 minutes, 11 seconds left. I'm like, we haven't even made it to halftime. We haven't even made it to a 2 minute warning. And we're at 30. I
That's
was
when Van Ginkel got
like,
that fumble. Yeah, at that
oh
time, Van
my
Ginkel got the
God. I
fumble and we
just
scored.
Speaking of
I
that fumble, you
couldn't
know what I thought was
believe
going to happen? Knowing Sean Payton and his
touchdown.
challenges, knowing Sean Payton and how he challenges plays, I thought he was going to challenge that play and say his receiver didn't have full control of the ball. That's what I was scared of,
Mhm.
getting
We're
that
getting
play overturned
destroyed.
because
Yeah, I see
I
what
don't
you're saying. Yeah, but he didn't want
I
to.
see
He
what
didn't
you're
want
And
to
saying,
waste the
but
challenge. He didn't feel like
yeah,
wasting the challenge,
and
right?
don't
he's already getting destroyed. His team is not in
Right.
it.
He
Like
did.
It wouldn't have
whatever.
Yeah.
mattered anyways.
Yeah, exactly. It
they're
wouldn't make
going to be the team that drafts Caleb Williams. I'm predicting it. Or
at
they
this
move
point.
on
At
I
from
this
would.
Russell
pace, they
within the
probably
week.
Oh
will.
yeah. If
At
they
this
keep
pace,
playing
Miss
like
you're
Chicken,
that,
right.
I
They
they
just
will.
sent
probably
it to
will.
you.
You're probably right. He
I
probably is. I
tagged you
thought
on
it was going to
Twitter.
be the Cardinals, but the Cardinals are
That's
Right.
not.
yeah,
They trying to win every game for some
yeah.
reason. They trying to win every
Damn,
game.
They're
Guys,
trying to screw
I
themselves.
sent you
They're trying to
two
screw themselves
things.
out of
listen.
the top pick.
You got the Panthers at 0-3. Okay,
Right.
guys, you got the
They don't
Panthers
need a
at 0 and
quarterback.
3. The
No, they
Broncos at
fine.
0 and
They'll
3.
be
The
injured.
Vikings at 0 and 3. The
Miss
Bears
Fins, I
at
think you're
0
on
and
mute.
3.
Us in there. Yeah,
I'm
The
the
not.
Bucks.
Bears.
Can you
The
can you
Bears
guys
could be.
hear me?
The Vikings are
who's the
probably the best
Y'all
of
hear
those
me?
0 and 3 teams. They could have won all three of the games they lost.
who's the Panthers quarterback?
Agreed.
Young,
Baker.
Bryce Young,
I don't
Bryce Young,
no, that's
CJ
not
Stroud.
the Panthers. That's not
They
Baker.
Young,
need a
Young
quarterback.
is the Panthers.
Bryce Young. No, you're right.
No,
Bryce
but
Young.
They
no,
Bryce Young.
but they're start. Yeah, last week
You're right.
he didn't start the game.
Yes,
No,
CD
he didn't
Stroud is
start
at
last week.
Houston.
He was injured.
Who Bake? I'm stuck on
No,
No,
CD
Baker.
Stroud is
Baker
at
Mayfield.
Houston.
They're
Baker is
undefeated
at
now. They're 2-0 now.
I mean, where is Baker at? He's not at, is he at
He's
Tampa
in
or
Tampa. He's
he
in
in
Tampa.
Tampa? Okay, that's what.
Okay, yeah. Who's playing for the Panthers? Who's Panthers quarterback?
Young.
Yeah,
No, but he got it.
He's
He
Oh,
didn't
injured
play
though.
he's
last
hurt
week.
though. He's
He
hurt.
didn't play last week. He's injured. He's on injury. Not injured
oh,
reserve, but he's injured. He had a concussion, I think.
I
Yeah.
don't know who they call
But
back
yeah,
at
it'll
quarterback.
probably be Denver. Quietly, Denver will figure out how to get that number one pick. They gonna figure.
Guys. Let me tell you something. I gotta say this because it references the Dolphins. That's the only reason why I'm gonna say it. According to the score, Dak Prescott said this after the loss versus the Cardinals. Y'all put us on top of the world. We knew who we are for us. There hadn't been but one undefeated team. It sucks. It's humbling. But to say it's a wake up call, we knew we had a lot of adversity and we just didn't get it done. There and let me I repeat, there's only been one undefeated team. Like,
I
listen,
like
not
that
everybody
statement.
can
But
handle
yep.
not
I like
only
that
everybody
thing
can
better
statement.
than
handle the pressure
the only thing that would have been
of
better than
having
is if he actually mentioned us.
Mm-hmm.
You
Right.
know damn old Cowboys the Cowboys are not going to
Well, I
mention
mean, he did it
Dolphins
with
by
my
name.
saying. eh,
Right on that, Anthony.
yeah, but there's only
Yeah.
one. Google it. There's only one. Google it. It's gonna be the Dolphins. So
That's
at the end
it.
of the day, he could be salty as he wants. He lost. He didn't get it.
I don't think
They
that's
did
really
not
being
make it
salty
happen.
though. I
What,
think he's just trying
your
to
guy?
own up for the loss. I don't think he's really being salty in that
I think so
comment.
Hey, Miss
too.
Fins, I told you, I told. Remember when we were talking about the A chain?
I remember. I remember. He's gonna be a stud. You said it, and I was like, I agree.
Uh,
He just needs the touches. He finally got the touches, and look at what
Do
that
you?
kid was
Oh,
able
get
to
the
What
do.
happens
touches.
when Jeff Wilson comes back? Do you think they push A chain to third string and put Wilson with
No.
at
Mm-mm.
second
No.
string?
No.
Yes.
Wilson
I
will be
think
on the
Wilson
I
and
fine.
They
think
better.
AJ, this is
no.
They
I
better.
No.
think
No, they
I
better
think
keep.
Jeff
No, they
Wilson may
won't
go
mess
to
up
the
the
practice
chemistry like
squad.
that.
They're not
guys,
gonna do that.
guys.
I think
Okay, but
Can
they
you
could
Mustard,
put
do it to
A
Wilson on the
Turan.
practice
Chain.
squad?
They could
Can
do it
you?
to Turan, but they could do it to Turan. Come on, man. You gotta go with the experience, but you allow your youngins to. This is what I think is gonna happen. They're gonna split the snaps from Jeff Wilson that he would have traditionally gotten between him and A Chain, and then sprinkle in Ackman. I think
Or
that's what's gonna
Brooks?
happen. Well, the
I
reason
like to
why,
see more of Brooks.
oh God, he should have gotten that touchdown. God, I'm so mad he didn't.
I know.
No, but
Oh,
see,
Hmm.
here's a
truth, but
good thing about
whatever.
Brooks. They're using Brooks on special teams, so that's a good thing. They're using him on special teams, so
How
He's still
Ingles
getting,
hopefully,
yeah,
didn't get
he's
those
still
two
getting
first
some
downs is
exposure.
beyond me. How can you explain
Hmm.
that?
I'm just like, whatever. But
hey, would
anywho,
Durham Smite hurt?
ain't no positive though, guys. This is Motivation Monday, and there has to be a positive thing that we can all take from this game. I
I
70.
want
lost
you guys.
interest
This is
after
what I.
the I lost
Seven.
interest. We were blowing them
70.
out like by 55 points, man. I lost interest. I couldn't keep interest in that game. That's my positive. Like,
And I called
how
a
do you keep
50 burger. I called a 50
Hmm.
burger, and I got a 70 steak. Like this was just
how,
insane.
how like my question is how do you as a fan of a team who's get not a team who's getting blown out but a team who's doing the blowout, how do you keep into yourself entertaining that game seriously?
Oh, I was there, and we were enjoying every second of that game. Every second of that
I'm
game.
talking about watching it on TV. How do you keep yourself entertained?
Oh, I don't know about TV because I watched it live, but I'm telling you right now, regardless, how are you not pumped? Like
I'm
Hmm.
pumped. I'm like
No, I
during
was.
the game I lost interest after like the beginning of the third quarter. I'm like, Jesus, there is no way the Broncos are gonna catch up.
and they were gifted that special teams touchdown. So realistically speaking, we had them on the ropes for 57 and gave up that
Oh, that's right.
last minute touchdown. So at the end of the
Nick,
day, guys,
you
this
talking
was a
you
complete
talking about that
game.
kickoff run? You talking about the kickoff
Yeah,
run? Yeah, yeah,
the special
yeah.
teams.
Because they,
So,
yeah, exactly.
but other than that, guys, we were just
ABG was all over the field last week on Sunday.
Oh yes, Van Ginkel. That's right, for real.
and I need him to continue to be utilized in that same fashion.
You don't think this is what I want to see, Miss Fins, with Van Ginkel? We need to replace. We need to push. We need to push him into the middle and push this guy to the outside.
We'll see. But Flim Flams, our resident Bills fan, aka Michael K, says, Miss Finch, might as well make a Misery Monday thumbnail now. Will be hard to get done when making up excuses for the embarrassing showing the Dolphins are going to put forth. I'm assuming versus the Bills. Listen to me. Either way, win or lose, this is why it's called Motivation Monday, guys. Win or lose,
Exactly.
there's always something that we have positive to take over and something that we can improve upon. So I want to hear from you guys in the panel. Give me one thing that you found super positive and one thing that you say we can improve upon. I'm going to start out with Crazy Dolphin. Mr. Polk, go ahead. One thing that you found that we did really good and one thing that we can improve upon. Go ahead.
Ru- running game, and then we got to improve in special teams and improve, get better with our tackling. That tackling improve a little bit, but we need to get better with the tackling. Stop with the arm tackling. Wrap your arms around your other arm and knock the ball out.
Agreed, agreed. Okay, Manzano, talk to me. What is your
I'm gonna
one
give you
thing?
my negative first, then I'll say my
Okay,
positive.
fine.
For me, the overall consistency of our linebackers, specifically, not. I agree with the tackling is involved with that, but like besides Van Ginkel, it seems like half of our linebacker core disappeared that game. Besides Van Ginkel, no, you never heard anything about. You didn't really hear anything about JB or David Long or the other outside linebacker. You heard about was Van Ginkel the whole game, like him moving around, like him going. And my positive, the using the tight ends a little bit more, to be honest. Besides blocking, we were using Julian Hill with certain receiving plays. Did you see that?
I saw him out there. Yeah, I saw him out there. So that was your positive right there.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
I
I
love
have a
it.
question. Did Duran Smythe get injured or something? Is that why Julian Hill was starting?
I was
God,
asking
dude,
that
when you're
same
up
question.
60 to whatever, you want to put in your bench players so they can get
No, he
some.
started at the begin. He was playing at the beginning of the game.
Oh,
No,
then I don't
Miss
know. I
Finn
think
just told you.
yeah, I
She
think they're
said
No,
just
that
trying
they
to get.
at when
Tyler
once they
Croft
reach a certain point, they
got
take out the.
Tyler Croft was inactive. That's why they put
Oh,
in Julian Hill.
okay, okay. I wasn't
Oh,
sure if it
okay.
was Tyler Croft or him that got injured. So
Yeah.
or
Okay,
inactive.
but Alex, tell me what is your one positive thing and then your one thing that we could improve upon from this game.
I'll tell you the one thing. The positive is actually there's two positives. Can I do two positives real quick?
Go ahead.
All right. So the positive is the O line continues to improve each and every week, and the running game, has been elite so far. That's been the big. That was one of the biggest issues coming to this year. My only negative, and it is a negative, but I'm not going to really harpoon too much upon it, is the big plays in the secondary. You got to limit the big plays, even though Holland got a couple of forced fumbles. I still think you need to limit the big plays in the secondary, and if we can, this defense will be much better than what it is.
I don't know what happened. I think he got
Let me say before I
disconnected.
run, Miss Vince,
Yeah, go ahead,
I'm gonna
cause
start. I'm gonna start my show at noon. Um,
yeah, go ahead, cause I know you gotta go.
um, okay, you want a positive and a negative from the game, or we
Well,
can improve
positive
on.
and something that we can improve upon. Yes.
Positive was the running game that we was strictly um the ratio we use as far as effectiveness, not necessarily a volume. We was effective in the running and pass together, regardless of the amount of attempts made in each side. But we was just as effective. We was basically 350 pretty much on each one, and or more. The first time this
Pretty
happened in
much.
NFL history, what one team had more than 300 on the ground and 50 yards on the ground and passing in the same game. So that's definitely a positive. The efficiency of both sides of the ball and scoring, because you can get the yards, but we actually scored the touchdowns on with that, coupled with that. So that was it. That was the positive. Now with the approval part, we can clean up some things on the tackling where we don't have to worry about somebody coming from behind punching out the ball because they got beat in the first place. So the initial tackle would be great.
Mhm.
So yeah, other than that, pretty good. And clean up some things on special teams
Solid game.
as far as the return game.
Okay.
That's it. That's the
Love
only
it.
negative
Great. Before I
that we
let you
can
go
improve
though,
on.
I need two more things from you. I need two more things. Number
Yeah.
one, remember we started this week one. The confidence level between
Hmm.
1 and 100 on the O line and D line. You didn't give me week two. You started out week one, 78 for O line, 21 for D line.
Uh-huh.
Give me your week two for the O line and D line. You're after week two. What did you think of them?
Oh,
What's your number? Your
my
confidence
confidence
level.
was on the O line. It's like a 80s, in the mid 80s, mid to high 80s. I would say 87.
So 85,
On the O
80,
line, on the O
87.
line, I'll go like the
And
87,
D
80,
line?
88. D line, my confidence level. Yeah, the quarterback is getting some pressures. They're getting some. I would say we're probably around 65 because we're getting
From
disrupt.
21 to
We make
65.
on the D line. Oh, you said D line.
After week,
Oh, my bad.
yeah, D line.
After week two
Remember,
though.
this is after week two. After week two, we're not talking about week three. We're talking about week two. After
Oh,
the
okay. If we're gonna
Patriots
just
game.
go by, oh, we're gonna go by that. I would say
Give me the Patriots game numbers then for
45.
O line and
Yeah,
45 for
because
the
it's
D line.
gradual. Yes, 45 for the D line. If you're talking about just week two progress
And then for the O line, you still sticking to 87 after 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 the what do you
after the
call it?
Patriot game.
After Patriots game, you sticking to 87? 87?
Yes, I'm gonna say
Okay.
87. Yeah.
And then now after this game, where do you have O line and D line?
O line is in the 90s now. I'm more like 92.
Okay. And then D line?
On the D line now, I'm putting it in the 60s. I'm saying 65.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Wow. That's a great progression. I got it 83,
Mm-hmm.
69 for me for after 3 weeks.
83,
So
69.
I think
Okay,
that
so
this is good.
you close to
Yeah,
me
I
with
went
the D line. Yeah,
yeah, because I still want to see a little bit more consistency from them. And the O line I will
correct.
always have extra room for improvement. So that's pretty much it. But I know you're gonna run because you got your show. But listen, thank you so much for supporting Miss Fans and yeah, helping out to get to that 1,000. I appreciate you, man. As always, you're the
No,
best, man, for sure.
I appreciate it, Miss Vince. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Stay away from the lot lizards there, Lance.
Oh
If,
hell
you
no,
know,
nope,
they
nope.
told me
They need loving too.
the one that place in Connecticut, they took the stop in Connecticut we talked about was they redid it. They got more rest stops over there now.
Oh really?
They added like two more service stations along the same route, like 3 miles apart. They added
Damn,
two more brand new ones. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
nice,
They built up over there.
good. About time.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Anyways, great. Have a great day. Lance, talk to me. What is your one thing as far as the what do you call it? The good thing that you saw and the other thing that you saw that was an improvement, something we can improve upon.
Well, the good thing I have, I mean, really, the whole offense played well. So we stepped up on the running game for sure. So that's that's that. And the defense, I guess I'm like with you guys. I'm still not convinced, but yeah, I think we shouldn't bend as much as we have been. Not counting this game, obviously,
Oh, of
but like the
course.
other games, I mean, you can't bend that much. I mean, I understand bending, but that was way too much. So they need to tighten up a little bit on that.
Okay,
But
okay. Well, I like that. That's good. And you know what? I think that the Dolphins are showing you that they can do that, and they're really working towards giving us that type of play of progressing. Like how we've been saying. And yeah, eh, I agree. The defense has been like, but they're also learning a new scheme. So
right,
we gotta be patient with them
right.
too,
That's what
because
yeah. I'm not really drilling on it because it's a new scheme, it's a new Fangio thing, but it needs to be worked. Give it time, maybe. Be patient. Like everybody said with Tua, be patient, be patient, be patient.
Be
Don't
patient.
be just
Exactly.
patient with Tua. Be patient with the whole team with
Exactly.
Fangio.
And that's why I was saying that earlier. You got to be patient with the whole team. But Lance, again, thank you so much for the support, man. You are awesome. Stay safe, drive safe, get to your destination. I appreciate you, man,
I'm
again, so
trying.
much for. I know that traffic. But thank you for coming through, man. And you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, okay?
You too.
Thank you.
You too.
Fins up, fins up.
Fins up.
But ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. I mean, what what can you say? Except the Dolphins are giving you exactly what you deserve as a fan base, guys. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, not eight, not nine, but 10 points after touchdowns. What are points after touchdowns? That means we scored 10 touchdowns, ladies and gentlemen. 10. Holy smokes. And I thought six in a game was insane. And holy smokes, this is just too much. What's up, Big Slick? How you doing, buddy? How are you doing? Nice to see you again, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate the support, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Absolutely. I'm still a fan of the show. Love what you do. Thank you. Absolutely, man. It's nothing but blessings. Thank you, Ebs. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. But guys, like now, like we're definitely spoiled now because of that. Because no matter what we play, you know it's gonna be good. But it wasn't 70. Like, man, it's just too much, guys. And you know what? I'm loving it. Such a blessing. You guys have been amazing. Oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you for helping the channel get to 1,000 subscribers. I can't wait to set everything up so we can start getting the super things, super chats, and all that stuff. Guys, thank you so much for coming through. You guys are the best. Again, this is Miss Fins. I am Miss Fins. I'm gonna set up the stuff that I need for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway because we will be giving away. We will be giving away. And a lucky fan is got to be getting this fully stitched Tua Tonga Loa NFL on field autograph jersey, guys. August 5th, 2023. Guys, whoever gets this is going to be one lucky gal or guy. Like, my lord, I just can't even. I can't wait whoever gets this. So I'm just stoked to have you guys here, man. Like, super stoked. I don't even know what to say anymore. Except I'm so blessed to have you guys here. Thank you so much for coming through. All of you guys, we made it. Guys, we're gonna break down Tua tomorrow morning. Come through for Tua Tuesday, Money by Loa. We're gonna break down all his stats, guys, because it's just golden. So thank you guys again. This is Miss Fins. I'm Miss Fins. You guys are the best. You guys have a great night. And guys, take care of yourself. Love one another. Kiss each other. And today's actually very important. Like I was saying earlier, very important day for myself and millions who are celebrating today's significance. Take the time to be reflective today. It is important. Take the time to forgive yourself and others because it is important for you and your soul. And love each other, man, because it's just life is beautiful. Guys, thank you so much again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you guys are nothing but the best, man. Nothing but the best. You have no idea how much this means to me, like how much. And I appreciate it so much, guys. So again, this is Miss Fins. I'm Miss Fins. Thank you so much for coming through. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you tomorrow morning for Tuesday. Take care. Bye-bye.